Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Warcraft. This is Gold Championship Series. The group stage was amazing already, but now it's time to take off the gloves. Now it's time for the playoffs. We have 3 winner bracket quarterfinals for you. Today we're going to start with Moon versus Yumiko, the 5th race versus the winner of the NWL. We're going to follow it up with Infy, one of the greatest humans of all time, winner of WCA 2014 versus the European Hope versus Foggy, and we're gonna end the day with Fly versus Shishi. My name is Neo, welcome to the program, but I'm not alone today because I have my beloved co-caster Remo with me, and I'm calling him right now. We are in the game already, everything is super smooth once again, and there is Remo. Welcome, my friend.
Good morning, Neo. How you doing? This fine. What is it today? Monday.
Don't even know the days anymore, huh? I'm doing great. You know, when you're so excited about a tournament or games that it doesn't matter if you had enough sleep or whatever. There's just this special feel about something that hypes you up and makes you so excited.
I know what you mean. For WCA, for example, for the APAC qualifier, we were all super excited, super hyped, and put a lot of work into it, and we got up so early. And I'm also really looking forward to this tournament today, don't get me wrong, but I actually overslept today. but I just barely made it, so everything's fine in the hood.
I was actually afraid that you thought that's going to start at 12 again, because usually the group stage matches were starting at 12. Now it's 10:30, a little earlier for us to get back to Warcraft.
Yeah, 3 of the first round matches today, isn't that right?
That is absolutely correct.
Yeah, you mentioned them already. Night Elf versus Human, 2 of them, and Orc versus Night Elf to conclude for us. And, well, when we take a look at the brackets, I think there are favorites for today's games to be had.
I would agree. Moon versus Yumiko, on paper and for people who do not follow Warcraft, I think Moon is the favorite here because, of course, of his name and all the big achievements and all the highlight videos you know of Moon. But Yumiko, at the moment, is an absolute beast. There's a reason he won the NWL from the winner bracket so dominantly. And Moon is not the Moon that we know from like 2007, 2013. This is not the Moon just yet, but he's improving. And he's getting better every day.
I would say he's making steady progress, but he's not shooting to the top. He's not able to compare himself to Lin just yet. He needs some more time.
I'd agree, but on the other side, I think that Human is his best matchup so far.
I can't really make a statement, but I wouldn't disagree with it either, because I've seen quite a few Moon games. Actually, the last couple of days I've been watching quite a bit of NetEase TV, because a lot of the players have been playing on ladder. I wanted to say what their games look like, and Moon's biggest strength is still the late game maneuvering of his army. He always tries to draw you out of position somewhere and harass you in another spot. And even if he's behind by a base, he somehow comes back into a game. There was a crazy night of mirror between Foggy and Moon that they played on ladder, and Moon almost made it with like 5,000 gold less because he was using his army and heroes and staffs so perfectly. And if it comes to late game, let's say Twisted Meadows, Moon Meadows, for example, and it comes to that crazy, 40-minute game where you all the time have to move your army around and use it to its fullest potential, I think that's where Moon can shine, where he really, where he's kind of the general, He looks at the battlefield and he sends his forces here and there and he draws you apart, not like the, ladder noobs like myself. You just make an army and then you attack and the other guy defends and whoever wins the game, No, Moon's smarter than this. Yeah. Moon uses a little bit of army here, a little bit of heroes there, he expands here and there. And if it comes to that late game stage, I think he could defeat Yumi, but if it doesn't, if it's just a straight up, normal game, Yumi definitely has the edge here, I feel.
I'd agree. Second game of today, as we mentioned before, Infy versus Foggy. I talked to Foggy on WeChat just before the broadcast. I just asked him a bit like, how's he doing? How was practice? And he said, and I quote, "Yours bless me, easy Katka." So he's confident. He is really, really confident that he can beat Infy. Before or after he eliminated Lin, we were thinking that, okay, now it's time for Foggy to practice a lot with Yumiko to get ready for Infy, because who knows Infy better than Yumiko, probably only TH. But no, they refused to do that because they said, okay, if we both win, we're gonna meet in the semifinals and then we're kind of screwed. So what Foggy did was practice a lot on ladder, watch a lot of Infy's replays, and practice a bit with Romantic.
Okay. But Romantic, does he cut it?
Well, maybe for the sake of beating Infy, because I think he's a pretty good friend of Yumiko as well, and a pretty cool guy. He can adapt to Infy's playstyle a bit. Usually he would play entirely different. But yeah, he's definitely the fourth best option in China, I guess, to practice with against human.
Wait a minute, just one little thing here. Isn't Romantic the guy that went 5 workshops in one game?
Yep.
Panda and tanks. Of course, not what we're going to be expecting today, but I think the big question for me today. I think Moon is going to be playing solid. I think Yumi is going to be playing amazing. Foggy is on a hype wave. He's also playing well. I think Shishi might disappoint today, and I think Fly is going to be strong again because the beginning of an offline tournament of the playoffs, and that's where he always shines, usually until he gets to the winner bracket final. Then he sometimes struggles. The big question mark for me today is going to be Infy. Which Infy are we going to be seeing? Is it going to be the Infy of the last season's GCS playoffs? Then I think he's just going to destroy Foggy. Or is it going to be the Infy that is looking way more human lately, whereas before he's been looking like a machine?
True that. We saw the NWL. Infy was beaten by Moon 3-0. And if that happens today, man, that would be amazing. By the way, we see Foggy now in the Chinese stream. Oh, let's see. I think I'm a little too late for that. Can we hear something he says?
Can play without lags and delay.
He said he can enjoy playing without delay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that I heard. There's a special feature on W3 Arena at the moment made by Ugrilainen once again. The news is called Foggy, the Eye of the Tiger. And it's a report of 3 days of Ugrilainen and Foggy hanging around together in Shanghai. And that report is absolutely amazing. I think this is the best piece of Warcraft journalism, if you want to call it like that we've seen in years. And shows how much of a cool guy Foggy is, how much he cares about Warcraft, how much he cares about his fans in Russia back then. Because he said, okay, if you're offered like a contract with Douyu and you have the opportunity to stay in China and practice and stream and stuff, would you do it? And he said, nah, I can't do it, man. I can't stream to goodgame.ru. I love the people there, so I can't just stream to Douyu if I leave my good game guys behind. I think he's a very wholehearted guy and really easy to sympathize with.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, many players would, of course, take up that offer. China is still obviously the mecca of Warcraft 3. It's been for a long time. But so cool to hear him, being so loyal, as you say, to Good Game. I wonder, when he's so loyal to Good Game, do they maybe have very good ad revenue? Maybe we should switch over.
Well, we did for some time, but for us it wasn't that great. So I'm watching the stream at the moment. You are seeing Infy in his VG jacket. There's Foggy again.
Top 3 maybe, or top 2nd. Yeah, I do my best.
With the Star Wars shirt, by the way.
Top 3 or top 2 is his goal.
So, it changed since we asked him. After his win, we asked him where he would like to end up, and he said top 6, if I recall correctly, or top 4. But he is, he's not content with that anymore. He wants to get to the medals.
Yeah, it looks like the more time he spends in China, the more confident he gets. And that is definitely a good thing. You could be intimidated by all these stars we have here, Moon, Infy, TH, Yumiko, Fly, world champions amongst them. But no, he's getting more secure and more confident. That's really admirable.
Is it gonna stay that way though? I fear almost that there's gonna be one game where Infy or Yumi or someone just pulls out the Chinese machine, and then he goes like, crap, man, how the hell am I supposed to beat that? And then he's gonna be a little bit stunted because of this. We saw it before against who was it? Against Fly? No, against Lin. Against Lin, exactly. In the first best of 3 he lost. He said he was feeling good, he was playing well, and then at some point he was kind of shaken, He got nervous. And then he made a few mistakes that usually he might not make. He recovered from that. The second best of 3, he adapted well. He won it in the end. But has he forever lost his offline nervousness, or is it going to come back to haunt him?
That's a big question that we're about to answer here today, but of course it's going to be the second match of today. We will focus on Yumiko versus Moon. And yeah, once again, the question is, what Moon are we going to be seeing here? WCA was, of course, horrible, but his preparation for that was also very, very close, short. There we see him for the first time. When he played Gold Championship Series 1 month after WCA, he looked a lot better, and I think until this day, when he plays offline, he is a lot better than he's online. There we see the player introduction. Jang Jae-ho, 30 years old. They mark his biggest achievement, the IEF 2008. Of course, he never won the big one, never won the WCG. And there's Yumiko. His biggest win, NISO 2014 and the NWL in 2016, just a few years ago.
And second place in WCA 2014. May not be a championship, but very close to one, and also a good chunk of prize money.
True that. WCA, he's not qualified for that yet, but he has a chance in the second qualifier that is about to start. It's gonna start on a Friday, right after Gold Championship Series. I don't know if we're gonna cast it. Depends on a few things. But we have the schedule and we'll try to make it work. So we see the votes. 69% for Moon, only 31 for Yumiko.
Yeah, I mean it's the legend. When
It's
people
just the
see
name,
his
right?
name, they just light it up. Yeah.
On Read More, it's, by the way, the exact same percentage. So throughout the communities, Moon the favorite here for the fans. I don't see it that way.
Now, I think it would be quite a surprise actually if Moon wins, because Yumiko, in my opinion, has been looking the strongest in the world basically for the last couple of weeks. Maybe along with 120, but then the matchups come into consideration. But I think Yumiko is definitely one of the top 2, top 3 players in the world right now, and I think Moon is gonna have his work cut out for him.
I do agree. I have to do the overlay here, so you have to cover for a second, Remo.
By the way, did you see on stream how very subtle the sponsorship is? The Razer headset.
Yep.
Not in the way at all. I like it. I like it. Subtlety in China. They got it down. And today, wasn't it Forest Bridge and TH casting? Today I've never seen those two before. Were they there before as well?
I saw the girl once, but I haven't seen him. So I don't really know who that is.
Maybe the other guys are busy. Who knows?
I think they get a good amount of money from Netties.
The girl was a pro gamer, apparently. A Warcraft 3 pro gamer? There was ever a Warcraft 3 female pro gamer?
I have no idea. I haven't heard of her, but,
Nah, me neither. Maybe she's the troll who leaked the patch notes for the next patch. Did you?
No, that is someone else. That's actually a dude.
Yeah, I know, but posed as a girl.
Okay, I'm ready here. I see Moon. And of course, the beautiful studio with the gorgeous trees. And you hear the chains rattle once again. We start this game, everything works perfect. The first map, everybody, Echo Isles.
Alright, this is definitely not a big map, as you guys of course all know. This is probably the smallest, well, the second smallest. The smallest is Amazonia. And what I'm expecting here for Moon to be the best map for him is going to be big maps. I mentioned it before. Late game scenarios, mass expansions, ideal usage of your forces, of your big forces. You don't just have one army that you have for one purpose. No, you can split up. You have several different heroes. You might be able to split your dryads from your bears, stuff like that. I think Moon needs to take it late and needs to outmaneuver Yumiko, because when it comes to straight up simple timings and micro, I don't know that he's there yet.
Yeah, we'll see about that. The question is, of course, will he be going for a Demon Hunter or will he be going for a Warden?
That's also a good question. If it was Lolite, of course, you would be expecting the Warden, even though Lolite has been straying away from the Warden against the Chinese humans recently. Let's see what Moon does. I mean, quite a while ago, before Lolite ever hit the stage pretty much, he was already playing the Warden, but never really in such an amazing fashion.
Now, he was playing Demon Hunter a lot, and he is playing Demon Hunter here. I thought he would be switching to a Warden since he was practicing a lot with Lolite. Before WCA, Moon was criticizing Lolite a bit, and he said, okay, you can win smaller tournaments with a Warden, you can do great impressions with a Warden, but if you want to win big games, you have to play the Demon Hunter because you can rely on him so much. And that is exactly what happens here. So, will Yumiko be tricked? Yes, he is. He expected the Warden, he goes for the Mountain King, and that is, of course, absolutely horrible against the Demon Hunter.
Yeah, I feel especially on Echo Isles, where the map is so small, both heroes are gonna get level 3 very quickly, and with a level 2 mana burn, you can really punish the MK. And it's not like the MK can recover later with maybe even tier 3 and with like a big army behind him to creep a lot, because the creeps will be gone very, very quickly. So maybe it's gonna be up to Yumiko to either delay the Night of Expansion, the counter expansion, or maybe go for a tower rush. But with an MK, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
Nope.
The early game already looking pretty decent for Moon with only this hero choice, it seems to me.
Yumiko, of course, will be going for an expansion. Moon will counter-expand blindly, I guess. The Footman is coming in, trying to steal some creeps. Moon got the Forest Troll Shadow Priest, so no steal of mercenaries at the moment. And he gets all the creeps so far. Starts to lag a bit, but I think it's still fine. So Yumiko knows what's going out, what's going on, and he is very easy to bring down mentally, I guess. So this is the first big thing for Moon, the hero choice. Shadow Priest got the kill, and full experience for the Demon Hunter as well as the Ring of Protection.
He tried to steal a little bit there with the Footman, was not quite successful. And by the way, Todd, who we have in chat right now, must be enjoying seeing the MK, but he's admitting himself that MK, it's cool to play, but maybe not the best idea in pro games. That's actually a top replay of Todd versus someone at W3 Arena with a level 10 MK. So maybe after today's cast you want to check that out. Well, as you mentioned, there is the expansion coming. MK with the militia heading southbound. The Wisp scouts this. How is Moon gonna react? Try to pressure or counter expand? Recently we've seen more counter expansions, and yeah, actually it's already in production. The Tree of Life, and very, very early indeed. I don't think that Yumi is gonna have any timing window to cancel this.
No, me neither, especially since he doesn't have mercenary control at the moment, because he didn't creep it yet. He spares it for later, and he's not level 3 with his MK at the moment, so when the Demon Hunter is arriving, it's gonna be a little hard. But of course, the Demon Hunter is still level 2.5, but he got the boots, since there's one shop, of course, shop control here, very important, and the Mountain King will be a little slower compared to his Demon Hunter fella. Tomb of Experience would be huge here at the Murlocs, and he got it! Right? He must have, yeah.
Yep, he did. I think it's even enough without the Tome of Experience here for level 3, but that gets him close to level 4, level 5, and that's when the hammers start to really hurt. Footman scouted the expo by the Tree of Life, from Moon with the Tree of Life, but yeah, he's so far away, no boots of speed for him. He also wants to guard his own expansion here somewhat, so this is looking decent for the Night Elf man. Has he started the tech? No, not just yet. He might want to hold on to his resources if he needs to muster some more forces for defense, namely with the mercenary camp. So he's gonna stay on tier 1 for a little bit, taking it slow, playing it safe. And Yumiko now for the first time this game, heading across the map, buys the booster speed himself. But this is only 5 footmen, but now he's level 3. But the demon is as well. So let's see, how many bolts is he gonna get out? He would love to get this berserker to start with, but Moon nicely microing it away.
Yeah, Yumiko staying very passive. Of course he knows mana burn is gonna kill my mana pool here. You mentioned Moon not having the best micro yet, but we saw a nice wisp block here that was pretty damn good. And also in the game against Infy in the NWL, I have to mention this over and over and over because it was so impressive. He showed his patented Zeppelin micro to the fullest potential. He played amazing, and maybe he is coming back. Maybe he has this stellar moments, this peak in his game. Or nice surround of the Demon Hunter here immediately. Can he fight out, or will he have to pull the town portal? That is the big question here. Looks like he cannot fight out. Oh, well, no, he has to pull the town portal. And that's a nice opening for Yumiko in the first encounter of this series.
A little bit slow there. Pretty cool by Yumiko. He was waiting around the trees. I don't know if it was intentional, but I imagine it might have been. He was waiting around the trees, so the Demon Hunter was heading around them and only had a split second to mana burn, but right then Moon was not looking. So because of fearing the second Storm Bolt, he had to TP out. If he had gotten the mana burn first, he probably wouldn't have. But yeah, the TP is gone, 350 gold, but there's going to be an expansion. So these resources will be regained very shortly. And now the question is, alright, we have both gotten our expansions, we are both teching now. Is the human teching? Yeah, he started his tech. So who gets more of the map? And this is usually where the MK starts to really hurt you. Because the Demon Hunter, of course, can burn you over and over. And how can you try to defeat this army out on the map? With this Demon Hunter and with your hero being unable to use any of his spells against Huntresses. I don't think it's possible, and that's why I really like these Huntresses actually by Moon. Not every Night Elf does this, but here on this small map, when you can secure the creep camps of the map early on, and you can take them away from your opponent, that's of course very powerful. You can slow down the MK, and Yumi, he doesn't seem to have a perfect answer, doesn't really know where to go with his MK.
That's true. He's at the shop right now buying a heal scroll and an invo potion on top of an invis potion. So of course, if he's not visible, the Demon Hunter cannot burn him, but at the moment his mana pool is empty nevertheless. Yumiko is going for a very early blacksmith. Is he gonna add early rifleman to this to fight the Huntress?
I think he's gonna have to... I don't know what the right choice is. We've seen quite a few times Archmage second with the aura, with casters and riflemen, and try to push your opponent down, but usually you do that when your expansion is quite a bit faster than that of the Night Elf. And yes, the human expansion is faster. There has been more gold mined, but not that much, you know, only like, what is this, 1,500 or something. That's not much. You would like to be way more ahead than this. So because of him not being that far ahead in tech, I don't know that he's going to be able to hit the 70 supply deadly push. He's going for the double sanctums right now in his main. The Archmage is coming second. Is he going to try to all in after this? That's the question.
Nice move by Yumiko. Still the invisible Mountain King here getting 2 wisps, 120 gold, and he cancelled the first Engine of Lore that was constructed near the expansion. Well done. At the meantime, he is harassing with his footmen in the main base, trying to delay the tier 2 buildings even further. So very cool move, that multitasking, sending the footmen into the base to kill the Engine of Lore there, sending the Mountain King down to the expansion to kill the Engines of Lore here, and he might be able to get the 3rd wisp out of it. And Moon is walking back and forth, doesn't really know what to do, is not splitting his forces, and tech-wise, Yumiko is ahead.
Yeah, and he's killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. He is delaying the tech, the lures of Moon, not by that much, but by a little bit. But more importantly, he's slowing down the Panda. If the Panda hits level 3 by the time the attack comes, that makes everything way more difficult. And speaking of which, when the 70 supply hit, if he decides to go for that, Huntresses will have fallen off significantly. They were really good early on to secure map control, to get some creep camps for your Demon Hunter, for your Panda, but they are going to be really bad against Riflemen and Mortar teams.
That's absolutely correct. He finds level 2 on the Panda, gets the first claws of attack on this map. Mountain King still hanging around the trees, waiting for the Storm Bolt. Level 4 on the Demon already. as well as a Wand of Lightning Shield that can be put to good use later against the Peasant line if he wants to harass at least a bit. Panda is leveling up, and if he gets the Tome of Experience, this will be level 3 for him as well. No, Tome of Agility, not that great. The Archmage is leveling up as well, level 2. The Brilliance Aura is what he so desires, and he gets it. And yeah, he's adding early Rifleman.
And no workshop.
And no workshop, true that.
No mortar teams, so this definitely looks like an all-in at like 70-80 supply. And the Panda only now making his way across the map, trying to steal some camps. Right now where he's standing, the Murlocs, maybe he should have taken that camp right when he got the Panda, but I guess he was facing pressure at home and maybe he would not have been able to defend that solo with the Demon Hunter. But it seems like these Huntresses could have been put to a little bit better use, because you only got one camp with a Huntress. It's only the marketplace in the middle of the map. I think he could have been able to get more with these, but that's a tough call to make. Of course, he was facing some pressure. Speaking of which, though, the Demon Hunter now seems to be able to deal with that pressure all by himself, because he is a level 4, and he is a force to be reckoned with. And now Moon is starting to get his tech rolling, but he's so slow, man. He's still at 50 supply. He has more than 1,000 gold, but you better bet your ass that the push is coming.
True that. Here, Moon adds an Engine of Wind for the Fury Dragons. But there it is, 73 supply for Yumiko. He has 2 heal scrolls, a mana potion, an invul potion, tower support, and a good amount of riflemen with 2-0 tech. This does not look good for Moon at all. The Demon Hunter kinda has to carry here. He needs a big item like the Claws +9. The Panda is not level 3. He needs to find it before the push hits, and that's gonna be very close. The Engine of War is moving down, but no Nature's Blessing, no armor upgrade. And here comes the Chinese. 3 Riflemen and the Berserker. Nice piercing damage against the Dryads and the Huntress. The Engine of War is down in a split second. Even a Scroll of Protection. This is such a huge investment into this push.
Man, this is an all-in. This has to work right here, right now. But the macro of Yumi was amazing. Look at all of his forces. And Moon only has Huntresses and a few mercenaries. Now the bears come, but only single file, one by one. MK's dropping low, though, but he has the invul, has a lot of stuff. Can Moon fight through this? I don't know, man.
That's not looking good. First Breath of Fire hit, but there's only 2 more to come. The Master Bears are there, and now things get dicey. Wand of Mana Steel, Wand of Lightning Shield, but the Demon Hunter is in problems. He gets the big healing, and the Mountain King has to be careful all of a sudden. Lightning Shield is doing tremendous damage on top of the Breath of Fire. Moon seems to be stabilizing here. Next heal scroll being used. There's only the Town Portal left on the heroes of Yumiko. But for Moon, we have basically nothing. 54 versus 64. The opening of this fight was great for Moon, but how can he follow this up?
Well, this was a decent hole. He has 3 Master Bears right now. Roar is in here. Mass Detonate coming from all the Wisps. He knows this is an all-in. As long as he can defend here, as long as he can drive this back, he is in a good position. Lightning Shield used again. Hammer finding the Demon Hunter again, who's almost level 5 now, by the way. More and more bears are coming. And I think the Living Legend may have just held.
Indeed, he does. The Lightning Shield, a great support on this Demon Hunter. There was Dispel actually, didn't do it. I wonder why. Maybe he wanted to save it for Reju and for the Roar, but this is a level 5 Demon Hunter now. The Expo is still running, he didn't lose too much. A lot of Huntresses are dead though, that's for sure. But they will be exchanged with Bears, and now we have 5 Master Bears on the battlefield.
Yeah, and level 5 for the Demon Hunter. Good luck getting out many Storm Bolts, and he TPs out. Yumiko does, saves all the units nicely, but what now? What does he do now? Map control belongs to Moon. He's at the shop, he's buying up everything. Not much was left, because Yumiko got it all. And after you fail with an all-in like that, basically your only choice of action next is to try the all-in again. But this time it's gonna be much weaker, because there's gonna be mass Master Bears. There's a level 5 Demon, there's almost a level 4 Panda, who he could get if he wants to. Yumiko in a very, very tough position
The
now.
problem is now that he cannot really fight the Bears. He lacks the damage of the mortar teams. He still has no workshop. Did he skill Blizzard? He must have, right?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen a water elemental, do I?
Yeah, there were some.
Okay, so he definitely needs the area of effect damage that he lacks from not having water teams. I don't think that water elementals are that great at that state of the game here. Are there? Yeah, there are a few dryads. The demon hunter is great. Wisps are nearby, so he can always defend it. Oh, surrounding the demon hunter. There is a staff, but there's also bash to cancel it.
No.
He gets the bash here.
Oh no.
And if Moon loses the Demon Hunter, no, the Panda is coming in, saving him with the Staff of Preservation. And we have 3 towers up. He tried it with a very offensive tower positioning. That's usually not his case. Usually he's doing it like this, creating safe spots around the map where he can fall back into when there's a bad fight for him. Maybe even add a shop to this to get access to potions. And now he is securing the shop in the middle of the map for him.
But Moon is reaching around. We have lots of bears, no upgrades just yet, but he's hit the sweet spot of his army. Now what is this? 7 bears. Panda coming in as well. Wisps from the side. Again, mass detonate. Level 4 right here for the Pandaren Brewmaster. No storm bolts coming out. Actually, now there is one. The Demon Hunter might be in trouble, but there should be a staff ready on the Panda. Demon Hunter dropping low, has to be careful. Is he gonna staff him? Yes, he is. Keeps him alive. But now, Demon is gone, and Moon nicely pulling the TP. Doesn't want to fight without his first hero.
Yes, with that 3 towers in the back, Yumiko, of course, can fight this. But I have to question not going for Blizzard here. There is no disable on the Night Elf side. The Blizzard can come through completely without an End Snare, without hacks whatsoever. The damage will be amazing if he finds a choke like this where all the breakers can block. You position the casters behind that with the rifleman, so you don't hit your own units, but you hit the bears to the fullest. He does not do that. He relies on the strength of the water elementals. We saw great detonates coming out from Moon. He knew exactly what's going to happen. Sandwiched him kinda in that position and got rid of it. So yeah, here's the shop that I mentioned before. Everything is healing up. Everything is regenerating mana thanks to the Archmage. He's putting more ivory towers securing in the middle of this position. This is kinda Lin versus Hooligan again from 2009, the replay of the year. Also the same spot, but of course with different races.
And I like what Yumi is doing here. He is investing heavily into this position, but I think it's the right choice, because winning a battle on open ground, just army versus army, I don't think is gonna work at all. I think he has to draw Moon into this position. He has to maybe annoy him a little bit. Invisible MK, what we're seeing right now, maybe go in, snipe some wisps, staff out again, and then try to get Moon to tilt, to go like, damn, you have annoyed me enough, now I attack into you. And then, of course, fighting with like 6 or 7 towers support, then you can definitely win a fight. But is this gonna work versus Moon? I don't think so. I think this guy is way too experienced. He knows about like how you're supposed to use your army, how you're not supposed to use your army way too much. I don't think he's gonna become... Oh, the Panda! Hold that thought! He's being found.
Oh, where's the Demon Hunter? He has a Staff of Preservation. Will the damage be too hard for him? He's, staffing him out at the last possible second, but that exposes the Demon. Where is the little Dwarven fella? He's too far away, and an anti-magic potion being used on the Demon Hunter, so he secures both of his heroes, maybe on the cost of 1 Berserker, but even that unit is saved here. 77 food. And bears are coming into the expansion of Yumi. There's only 2 towers, and what a great move by Moon, but he exposes kind of his army. Okay, now he's attacking with the Panda as well, but very aggressive town portal by Yumiko, and immediately town portaling out by Moon. He did great damage though.
This is so amazing, and now the towers are exposed. He attacks the expansion with the bears, and Yumiko thinks, great, I staff in there, I TP in there, and I slow everything and kill everything, but then the Panda staffs in and TPs back out again. But now everything's kind of slow, so he can't get rid of too many towers, only like 1, maybe 2, with his ranged units and the Ancient of War and Demon Hunter. Is the Demon, speaking of which, gonna be in trouble, possibly bashes. Here comes one, where's the other? He's trying to block, but the Panda is here, the staff is ready, Demon Hunter should be safe, there is no more mana for Stormbolt.
Indeed. Case. What a game this is. Both players try to outsmart each other. First Yumiko occupying the shop in the middle of the base. No invul potions, no heal scrolls for Moon in this game anymore. And then Moon just said, okay, if you're occupying this, I'll go down the bottom lane of Echo Ults. Attack your expansion like that. Very, very smart play by both of them. Actually, I do not want this game to end. It's so cool at the moment. But only 1,700 gold left in the main gold mines. So this game will end sooner than later.
The nice thing for Yumi is he's able to get all the heal scrolls, all the invulns. The good thing for Moon is his bears are already tough to deal with and they are getting stronger and stronger. He is getting upgrade after upgrade. They're at 1-1 right now, but they will be at 2-2 very soon. I imagine 3-3 soon to follow. But Yumiko is starting to leapfrog forward. But these towers will be easily gotten rid of. We have fairy dragons here for vision above the trees, but now Yumiko is trying to start a fight here. He's probably gonna try to kite back over and over because his army really is not that big.
True that. 72 versus 75. Panda kind of exposed, and the more breakers. Oh my god, there's no Demon Hunter! He's losing that Panda! What a mistake! The Demon Hunter is wreaking havoc here in the passant line, but that was one huge mistake. Yumiko saw that opportunity. He's getting the Demon Hunter most likely, but there's one invul potion, and the positioning of the Demon is great. Yumiko is getting back. He's not overcommitting here. He wants to be in the range of his towers if needed.
But there's no Panda, man, and he's not moving a wisp towards the middle to buy him back from the tavern or anything. He's not even reviving him from the altar. He doesn't care about the Panda, apparently.
Yeah, he gets solo experience on the Demon Hunter now, and that means he's getting closer to level 6. That means he's getting closer to Metamorphosis, one of the best ultimates in the game.
But how much is he really killing here without the Panda, right? He gets... Nope, he does not get the Rifleman, thanks to the invisibility from the Sorceress, because there's no breath here. How many heal scrolls, by the way? 1 remaining. 3 actually remaining for Yumiko. I think he can definitely take this fight. Bro, you need your Panda.
Let's see if he puts the nail in the coffin of Echo Ults here. Bears are falling. The breakers are doing a great damage. Staff for once, but this one will definitely fall. Ah, nope. He doesn't finish the job. Sends him back in, actually. Slight mistake here. Level 5 on the Mountain King, and now the Storm Bolts really start to hurt.
Panda, by the way, being revived from the altar, but I don't know if that is enough time. Yumiko has finally found the opening. This harass with the Demon Hunter looked great, but it came at great cost. The bears only against the slow. I don't know that they can do it. He's microing them well, though. He keeps them alive for as long as he can, but the sustain for Yumi is just too great. There's not enough breaths of fire in this army.
Yeah, we have to take a look at the Mountain King. There's a mana potion, so maybe he can get the next Stormbolt onto the Demon Hunter, but his bears are falling apart. He's still at 74 food, though. He didn't lose too much. He broke into high upkeep before with 84 food, so he lost like 10 supply. 78 for Yumiko. Now a nice concave here, but his... Oh, there it is, the Stormbolt! There it is! But the Mountain King is exposed as well with an Invu potion. He can save himself. 3 bears so low, he can't staff them all out. He can't reach them all. The main gold mines are dry, so a lot of wisps available for detonate. Look at the Mountain King, look at the Mountain King! He's coming, mana potion most likely, but he's blocked by the bears.
He can go for it. Is he gonna do? No, he's not. Demon Hunter now fairly full health again. When's the Panda coming back? He's back right now. Can he make the difference?
Level 4.5. It's not level 3 Breath of Fire, which could make a difference here, but it's so hard against all those breakers to get into the casters. Of course, the feedback shots lower your amount of mana on the Panda. It's not that easy. Mounting. Oh, Invis dispelled by the Dryad. Well done by Moon. Quick reaction.
Alright, and now Yumiko is a little bit more fearful again. He does respect Moon again. And Moon should really not lose his Panda again. But even if he has to retreat right here, there are 3 new guard towers that have come up. And they are in a fantastic position. They are behind trees. The bears will have the hardest time ever reaching them. And by the way, something that I didn't really think about. Even if Moon's army, you know, when the Panda is alive, is stronger, he can really whittle away at it. He can do a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage here, he can micro, he can kite back. And the thing is, the Riju can't really heal all that stuff up again too easily, and not the Moonwell's not either. What he would like to have is heal scrolls. But Moon hasn't gotten a heal scroll in like 7 minutes or something.
Once again, Yumiko got them both. 2 on the Archmage, 1 on the Mountain King, plus the Invul and the Mana Potion. Moon doesn't even have a shop to buy heal potions or anti-magic potions for him. The next fight is coming up. Of course, Moon does not want the towers to arrive here. Stormbolt on the Panda immediately. The bears are trying to find a nice concave. The Drunken Haze is so important against the Rifleman here.
Pretty cool, by the way. Did you see that? He bolts with the MK and instant invis after that.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to get burned at all.
We have to take a look at the experience bar of the Demon Hunter, though. 105 experience missing for the skill that turns games around. Tome of Retraining on the Archmage now. Finally, he's going for Blizzard. He saw, okay, I'm lacking the damage that the mortar teams are not providing because they're not here. Now he's got it, and I wonder what Moon's reaction to this is.
First going for the Demon Hunter. Again, here comes the Emos, but there's the dust as well. Moon is adapting. Bears coming in. This is open battlefield. This is what he would like. And Yumiko has to retreat, has to kite, has to get back into the towers. One breaker has fallen here. But now, Demon Hunter gone. He's feeling feisty again. And the Bears, all of them slightly hurt. Not yet, though, too hurt. But this is going to change over time.
Yeah, and especially if you're not able to get heal scrolls. That hurts you so bad. But he killed 2 breakers. 75 experience.
Is under siege.
But finally he can get the potions again, so at least his heroes are kinda healthy and kinda have healing if necessary. 1 to 2 upgrades on the breakers, by the way. 2-2 on the bears. He's not going on 3-3. As we mentioned, main gold mines are down, 1,500 remaining here for Moon in the gold mine, and then there's no income anymore.
Oh, the Panda now finally finds his way towards the shop, gets 1 heal scroll and staffs out immediately. Nicely running around there.
Cost a lot of time, but he could afford it. Stormbolt on the Demon Hunter again. Blizzard is coming on top of things, and the bears, they are hurt pretty damn bad already with only 1 heal scroll. How are you supposed to sustain in this fight for so long?
Yeah, Yumiko is playing this really well, knowing he cannot really take a head-on clash, you know, not A-click versus A-click. He has to fight this army over time. He has to whittle it down over time. A little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there. Yumiko absolutely knows this matchup inside out. Maybe the Panda kill really only gave him the opportunity to win this game, but he grasped that opportunity like a champion. And he's putting more and more damage onto the bears, but has to be careful about the Archmage. If once that guy is being attacked by too many bears, he's gonna die in a matter of seconds.
Indeed, and without the Brilliance Aura, what can you do, man? What can you do? But also, the Blizzard is creating so much space. He can always move his army the way he wants to. Finally, a Breath of Fire is hitting the castle. Stormbolt on the Demon Hunter. Will he die before level 6? The Panda is about to die. Anti-magic potion on the Demon. Panda is getting away, though. Mana burn on the Archmage. No more Blizzard at the moment. Heal scroll being used. And the Demon Hunter has been staffed out with 15 experience missing from level 6. That is the one string that Moon is holding on to. That's the one thing that could bring him back into the game.
But now also Yumiko is feeling very thirsty. Look at all these bears. Is he gonna overextend? Is he gonna run into the Metamorphosis? Oh, the Blizzard. Oh, it's beautiful and ugly at the same time. He's gonna get another bear. Actually, he's not, because the staff saves it. He wants 1 more breaker. That's all he wants. How much mana on the Panda? Quite a bit of mana, actually. Maybe he can get an easy kill on a priest. Moon, man. Just 1 kill more. Just 1 kill.
Yeah, something with a mana burn or a lucky Breath of Fire or whatever. But no, the gold mine for Yumiko is gone. Moon has 200 left. So that means that was most likely, no, this will be the last round of heal scrolls the next time he goes to the shops. He has 2 heal scrolls at the moment, 1 invul potion. Will this be enough until the end of the game? Doesn't really matter that the expansion is gonna go down now. He gets all of it.
And we're getting into a weird scenario. Now finally he's gonna break the expo, but only after it expires.
Yeah.
So, what good do the towers do him right now? Doesn't seem like a hell of a lot. We are now in a scenario where there is no more gold income on the map. This is this very weird stage in the game where suddenly mana becomes a very strong resource. And we have mana on the side of the human with the casters, with the slow, invis, and the heal from the priests. But at the same time, we have roar and we have rejuvenation. And we have trees for the night elf that can move, that can reposition themselves. And we can see what Moon is going for right now. He wants to deal some damage to buildings. He wants to kill towers because towers give experience.
Indeed, both heroes are going for the shop, and once again Yumiko gets both of it. Well, there's one heal scroll for Moon, but that's not what he wanted here. That's the absolute top level. Both have the timings down perfectly.
The town is under siege.
But yeah, Moon is not going for the towers, he's going for the producing buildings. Yumiko is completely out of gold.
Does he have a TP, by the way? Yes, Moon does have a TP, so if he's caught in a position where he doesn't want to be, he can TP towards his Tree of Eternity. And as you said, Yumiko got both the heal scrolls, but now it's completely out of cash. Well, he has 75 gold remaining.
And he has no town portal, so if this comes down to a base race, we have Siege Bears, bro. 2-2 upgrades, Roar in full effect. But on the other side,
look at all these peasants! Look at all this experience! This is an easy level 6.
Breath of Fire! And this might be even level 5 for the Panda as well. But yeah, he was waiting so long for this. Finally, Metamorphosis comes into play. But will he have the time? There's only 4 buildings left for Moon. Here, there is no Wisp. Ah, okay, that's the Tree of Eternity who's walking.
The tree.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. So yeah, what's he gonna do? Position himself around the tree? Hugging the tree?
There's no mortar teams here, so it's really hard to kill that tree from range. And he can position his tree with his army, first of all, and secondly, in an open area, where it should be easy to defend it. Does Yumi have the burst damage to take down that tree? Does he have maybe some wisps to repair the tree? I don't think so. He has one here, one in the bottom, and one at the marketplace. Ah, man. I don't know, this is weird.
This is the perfect game to start a playoff series, I guess. Yumiko is moving down. There's only 2 towers, but how much mana can the Arcane Tower burn here? There is no mana potion, but it takes some time, and yeah, he's too fast for that.
Yeah, it's a Demon Hunter. Only hero in the game who doesn't care about the mana. Unless it's Mirror, of course, but that's another story. Now, the good thing is here, he has Metamorphosis, and that's an amazing spell, obviously, we all know. But sometimes, you can outmaneuver the Metamorphosis. It's being popped, and you're like, alright, timeout, 60-second timeout, I leave, and you, I don't know, you waste your Metamorphosis.
Especially if you have like 10 towers standing right in the middle of the map for you.
But that's the thing, if he pops Metamorphosis, he can commit to the towers, and once the towers are down, he has won. But of course, fighting around the towers here, this is a choke to begin with, and with the towers it makes it even worse. So obviously this is the best position for Yumi on the entire map to fight. Is Moon gonna have enough to win the fight in the towers with the Metamorphosis, or is it not gonna be enough? He finds another creep camp right here, by the way.
Yeah, some gold and an item that he can sell.
Or maybe a Pendant of Energy.
Or a Pendant of Energy, obviously. Or Cloth +9 would be nice as well. It is a Pendant of Energy!
So I think Boots would have even been better, but Pendant also pretty nice.
Yeah. So what's he going to do? Here's the tree. He has 3 wisps to repair. He has some gold, he has lumber. And Yumiko is just idling in the base. His towers. Constant scouting by both players. Wow. Moon is coming closer. What's the shop saying? 1 heal scroll, 1 invul is available. But he's kind of slot starved.
Moon could take this really slow. Just always walk in, Breath of Fire, and walk back. Walk in, Breath of Fire, walk back. And do this like over, I don't know, 20 minutes, and then every building will be gone. I think that's a theory. Maybe I'm missing something here, but that should work because he always has the staff on the demon to save the panda if things get too #dicey. But now he gets towards the marketplace, buys a Wand of Illusion for 150 gold.
That's interesting.
A player's forces are under
Maybe to soak up some damage, multiply the bears so it looks scarier. But of course, the Invisible Mountain King scouted everything basically.
I wonder why he's not doing it with the panda. Maybe now he's gonna start to do it. A little bit of Breath of Fire abuse. He's going towards the marketplace, actually. Being bolted, maybe being surrounded, but don't forget, there's always the staff that can save him.
And nice move.
Even if he drops low.
Nice move by Moon, by the way. He positioned his tree so that if he stabs, he's not really out of the fight. He will be there in a second.
Yeah, and taking damage a little bit here and there doesn't really matter because he has so much reju at this point.
But the reju might be stolen. We saw it here on the Rifleman. Wow. Is this a draw, maybe?
I don't know.
Why would you attack? Why would you... Yeah, I think attack.
Well, the thing is, Yumiko cannot kill this tree. If he goes out onto the... Well, actually, he can do it over time. He can try to, you know, do a little bit of damage here, retreat. Do a little bit of damage there, retreat. And over time, maybe you're going to be able to take down the bears. But of course, he would love for Moon to run into him. And now we're at a Mexican standoff.
Indeed. Who's moving first? Yumiko with on tippy toes. He's moving forward, trying to bait a bit with his breakers, dancing, provoking, taunting. Moon is doing the same. Wow, what a battle!
Air.
What a battle!
This would be the perfect game for a last game in a championship, for the title. This is only the first game of today.
We will see a lot more, guys. Don't worry. 3 best-of-3 series is here at Golden Championship Series. Yeah, no one's moving. No one is moving.
I don't think there's any rule set here that states, alright, after this and that amount of time, it's gonna be a draw if nothing happens. In StarCraft, I think they have implemented this at some point. If like for 5 minutes, no building or army takes damage, the game's a draw. I think I'm not sure, but I think there was something like that in StarCraft. But there's nothing like this in Warcraft.
It's so rare. I can only remember like 2 or 3 draws in my entire caster career, and that's almost 8 years now.
I wonder, are they just totally relaxed and going like, yeah, you attack into me, bro. You attack into me. Or are they getting nervous and go like, oh man, what do I do? What do I do this game? How can I win this game? How am I possibly going to win this game?
I don't know, the stream crashed for me, so I have to reload it for now. I don't know. Do you have the stream open? Can you see what's going on?
No, it's frozen for me as well.
Okay. Yeah, why would you attack? I think Moon knows that... Yeah, the OB is asking, regame. Is this a draw?
No way. I wonder why he's not starting at least to do it with a panda, you know? Walk in, 1 breath of fire, staff him out.
Because there's a huge army of breakers and they burn the mana, and there's a storm. Okay, well, there's staff, so... I'm trying to get a stream working here. Ah, okay, the casters are talking on the Chinese stream. Maybe it really is a regame. They gave up on showing the in-game stuff. No way!
Oh man.
No
Incredible.
way!
One in a million, ladies and gentlemen. This usually never ever happens.
Nope.
But today it does.
Look at this. Oh well. This is the standoff. No one has gold income anymore. Oh my god. Yeah, the admins have to decide something. Or the players, maybe. Mountain King is constantly scouting, but that's about it. How perfectly aligned the armies are now.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
He made a perfect front line. and one archer actually survived this entire game.
What?
It's kind of crazy. This is like the last Mohican.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he should sacrifice her to appease the gods.
Maybe that can trigger the bloodlust of Moon.
Well, it really seems like neither of the players wants to make a move, so...
Yep.
I don't know. I think the admins are going themselves like, well, what do we do now, guys? I don't know. We've never had this before.
Just, yeah. I have no idea. I have no solution to this except a regame. But does Moon feel that he will win this in a fight? Because he has Metamorphosis, and Yumiko, I don't know. He's slightly down in supply, but I think he would win an open fight because of 3 heal scrolls and 2 invul potions and level 3 blizzard in a second.
I think it's way too, it's way too hard to call. You can't just look at this army and be like, yeah, if they fight this one wins or that one wins.
Yeah, of course.
You can't decide that way, I don't think.
If he would only have bought mortar teams, he could send in invisible mortar teams now from the left side to flank the Tree of Eternity.
But he almost killed Moon with that one attack, but Moon stabilized. But if he had waited for mortar teams, then Moon would have had way more time.
Moon is provoking him right now. He knows, okay, that's my final building, and he sends it in.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna send it in all the way.
No, it's just to provoke it, to provoke him.
Moon has played a million games before.
Yeah.
You think he's ever had such a game?
I don't know. I know TED and WFZ had a game like this, but of course on Undead Mirror, that's an entire different story. Who else was that draw? I can't remember.
Alright, we are scratching at the 1 hour mark right now. Well, rather 1 hour since the stream started. We started the game a little later. But yeah, this must be like 40-50 minutes and at least 5 minutes of just standing around here.
Yep.
And who can blame him? Whoever engages has the disadvantage.
Moon versus Infy on Tarina stand, exactly. Thank you, Hiromi. That was a draw as well. So yeah, Moon has experienced this. For Yumiko, I don't know.
He's going to the marketplace to buy something. Another Wand of Illusion.
Wow.
And Wands of Illusion, of course, are great for engagement. Not for, like, harassment stuff. So, maybe he's gonna go? But this is such a perfect position, man. What Yumiko created here with the towers, it looks like something that Blizzard made in a campaign, you know? Defend this position. And you stand with your army in the middle, like kind of in the valley, and everywhere around you are towers. And then from the sides comes the swarm, or in this case, the sentinel. So this is the perfect position, as we said before, for Yumi. So even with the metamorphosis, even with a level 5 panda, it's still a scary proposition.
Yeah, the Archmage is standing on the hill here, right next to his towers, overseeing the situation, seeing the foes far away across the river on Echo Isles. Okay, I think we need a decision here. I mean, can you just pause and ask the players? Or
I mean, we can't do shit.
yeah, that's right. 4 minutes and otherwise regame.
A player's forces are under attack.
All right. We're gonna be pretty late today.
True that. So the 2-2 is definitely cancelled for today for us. I hope we can catch Fly versus Shishi. They are provoking each other. They try to trigger the other. But it's not working. So I think we need a countdown or something.
You think after this game in the regame, I mean, it's probably gonna be a regame. You think he's gonna go MK again? I mean, it almost worked, man. It was so close.
To that.
He almost killed him with the all-in.
It's gonna be a lot of mind games going on. Will Moon then go for the Warden? Will he go for the Archmage? Will they expect it so they stay the same? I don't know.
And the thing is, with the Archmage, you should be able to creep everything more quickly. And with that in mind, maybe you're gonna be able to cancel the counter expansion. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Moon moved his Tree of Eternity, by the way, into Yumiko's former main base.
I wonder why. If he actually engages, I wonder why.
Well, there is something happening
out here.
Metamorphosis and illusions on the Metamorphosis. Okay, guys, we get the final fight of this game with illusions on the Metamorphosis. Yumiko and Moon. 64 versus 70. The Blizzard is hitting hard, but not that hard at the moment. Okay, dude, Breath of Fire. No, Drunken Haze has been dispelled. Well done. This is Yumiko's final buildings, everybody. So Moon thinks he can do it. No unit has been slain just yet.
But one tower down, one shop down. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, massive damage. One of the heal scrolls has been used, and only two remaining for Yumiko. But the Panda in trouble as well, but he's far enough back. No bears died just yet, but this might change in a little bit. Blizzard, man, dealing so much damage. He's retreating further and further, but it seems to be working for Moon. He has killed 3 buildings, and he has all of his forces still alive.
Yeah, 7. He lost a bit. He was at 74. Yumiko didn't lose anything. The Panda! The Panda is dead! Double level up! And that is exactly what he needed. What an overcommitment by Moon. Avatar, Stormbolt, the right clicks, the surround, and the Demon Hunter is dead for... No, he town portals out! He town portals out and he wants to keep this game going.
What the frickin' frick, man? Why does he walk his Panda on 300 HP back into the fight when his staff is on cooldown? Biggest mistake this game. He lost his Panda before, but this was way worse. The staff was on goddamn cooldown. You can't walk your Panda back in on 300 HP when there is a level 5 MK on the battlefield. Moon, I don't know. Maybe arthritis in his old hands? I got no idea, but that was a colossal mistake.
Oh, that's a hard thing to say, man, but yeah, you cannot allow this to happen. And now, Yumiko, I think... Okay, he lost like 3 supply, that's 1 breaker maybe. But he did lose 2 heal scrolls. So he's down to 2 invo potions. And maybe with the Avatar he can... it's hard. With 2 invo potions, trigger it, try to go for the tree without that. I don't know. He has a supply advantage, it's a small one. He has a hero advantage. The Panda obviously will never come back into this game. We will never see Earth, Storm and Fire. And he has to carry this with Metamorphosis. Yumiko is not going for the kill though. He's not leaving his buildings. He has 10 buildings remaining.
Yeah, if I was Moon now, I would never attack that frickin' position again.
No.
I would hope for a draw.
Yeah.
He's building an Ancient of Wonders.
Okay. Can he sell enough to get the Panda back? No,
he's
way.
A million times supply stuck.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. I was just thinking about the gold. Okay, what can he get? Anti-magic potion. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Or a healing.
No, you can't get that. Oh, he's tier 3. Never mind. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Clarities don't really make much sense. Moonstone definitely doesn't make much sense, so I guess anti-magic. Invisible Peasant scouting this.
But I don't know if this is still a draw. If I was Yumiko, I'd say that he wins this game.
Yeah, but you can't demand that unless you win the fight. It's still a level 6 demon. Things can still happen.
True that. So the problem is, Skate is saying it in chat, if Yumiko leaves his base, the bears... Will the bears kill the towers faster than the army can kill the tree?
Well, Yumi
With
can
Blizzard?
always scout his opponent. And when he sees that they're all in one spot, he can attack that one spot.
True that.
Maybe if they're split, he has to be worried about a counterattack possibility. But then he can attack the split parts. So I think he can feel very safe to attack if he has information of where Moon is. And he has that information.
Yeah. Okay, Moon is not going for the anti-magic potion, but it is, of course, a second building. To keep him alive a bit. Wow.
Oh, he bought a dust, right?
Did he?
Or did he have that before?
I think he got it before.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, he had 3 items there, so... But yeah, dust, of course, very important here. Whoa, 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 the tension. The tension is rising again.
The panda lost, man. I can't believe it. I think he thought that he had used the staff on the panda to save a bear, and then he noticed, crap, I used the other staff. That's the only reason I can imagine. He buys a healing potion, by the way. That's where his last bit of money goes.
Okay.
Avatar, here
Oh
we
yeah,
go.
that's it. Final battle of this game. Or is it? 1 heal scroll, 2 invul potions. Stormbolt against the demon, but it's a back and forth over and over and over. Yumiko has complete vision on his opponent. But he's not sure whether... Oh, he stabs out even the archer!
The Mohican survives!
The Mohican, yeah, indeed survives. But yeah, he's wasting that avatar. He's completely wasting his ultimate for 2 minutes.
But still, I don't think Moon can engage after that. The slow is just gonna wreck him.
Yeah, well, with avatar you're magic immune. So you can't be mana burn, and that's a lot more Stormbolt if you use that form in the fight. And now he's retreating.
Alright.
Such a unique game.
This might be the longest Echo Isles game we've ever had.
Yeah, we are
is.
above the 1 hour mark now, I think. Or very, very, very close to it. The admins are asking for a regame.
Yeah, Moon would love a regame right now.
I think so too. I cannot decide.
Yeah, Moon
Yeah,
says
Moon
yes.
says yeah,
That's
obviously.
obvious. Okay.
Go regame! Go regame! Incredible! Incredible!
Alright.
This is so rare.
1 in a million again. 1 in a million.
No one is leaving the game now. But yeah, you see Moon relaxing here. Taking a sip of water. Yumiko as well. How are you supposed to top this? This was the first game of the playoffs. The first map of the playoffs. And already we have no idea how to top this.
Yeah, it's a cool start. I do have to agree.
But just imagine the Archmage being the first hero. And him being level 6 now. He could use Mass Teleport and just win the game. GG! A draw! 54 minutes draw. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And we thought GCS couldn't be any better after Foggy beat Lin. Here you got it.
All right, man. What a game. A lot to talk about. But what I would like to point out, what we may be almost forgetting here, I think it was really impressive how Yumi went for the MK in a gamble and lost out on the gamble.
Yes.
But still, almost, just by a hair, did not make his all-in successful. By the way, one thing to point out there as well, Moon decided to go for very, very early Ancient of Wind that really didn't do much for him in the all-in. Later on it became effective, but that almost seemed like a macro mistake that might cost him because his bears came so late, but just, barely. He managed to hold it. And of course the amazing stalemate we had towards the end. But what I see in this game is, alright, Yumiko, he's so good, even if the early game, the mid game doesn't go his way, he still finds a way to win it. Do you remember last week when Yumiko was playing against Undead and he lost his main base and only had his expansion remaining, and somehow, some way, he still managed to hold on. So I think Yumiko is really the master of finding that one possibility for him to win the game.
And that's really an improvement from the Yumiko we've seen 2 years ago, last year. He's a lot more stable in situations like that. And he's always improving. He might not be like in Zadrot mode and practicing games after games after games, but he's thinking a lot about his strategy, and I think he's improving himself as a person to be a better player, and that really showed off here. Last week already, and today as well.
But the panda, man, still can't believe
Still
cannot believe it, man.
Oh boy. And yeah, the Chinese are taking a quick break. Do we want to do this as well? Or what do you think? They show the top 10 moves. Okay, we're gonna show that as well. Top 10 moves of GSC right here.
哎呦，还想强杀，
有没有头晕锤？有没有头晕锤？有。
再抽一把，准备回城了。哎呦，再这个群捕，直接是走掉。哎，DH 这边中招了，反矛盾，血压有点低，没有啊，去掉了。DK 这边被卡住了，天哪，这个 DK 直接被杀掉，啊，这个表现。对，抽一下用个锤，然后围，绿皮没围住，绿皮往上走了。左边呢？左边看一下补位，补位，兄弟们好的，补住了。那么这里的话，直接是
再抽一口。
是的，看见这一波。哎，那么我们这手好的极限保存，再来一把电，哇，两头熊是瞬间倒下。哎，一直要死。哇，这波压的有点凶了，可以买血瓶了，我觉得。兄弟好像血瓶已经吃过了。对。哎呀，直接点死了。
哎呀，还是没机会了。哎呀，强行加血，强行加血，
熊拍得到了。
哎呦，又是虚无漂亮！哇塞，
我感觉这波熊要全死了。
哎呦，
哎，还要围杀。喂 ，DK 这边被抓住了，小鹿准备在上面补位。好的，一个保存，小鹿毒，漂亮。这里的话再保存，强杀 DK 这里的话很难走了。哎，但是有个冰塔，有冰塔，不要贪。这地方可以换兽王扬一下。哎，好，这个红血剑阵真的勾引得好啊。对，兽王跟他拼了，但是保护了自己的剑。这个地方又补个羊，好的，保护了自己。哎，接着这一下，哎呀。没有魔，而且这是现在不让他走，不可能让他走。这里面的话，哎呀，一把电插死6级了，电身。
要玩出事了，我觉得这个小鹿前没经验啊。
因为现在这波小鹿
真的出事了，对。
Okay, that wasn't too impressive in my opinion, and Remo is gone. So I'm here. Oh no, he's not, but the camera is off. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, if you tune in late, you missed nothing. And you missed it all.
Did they start?
No, it's commercials in China.
Okay, my internet was just gone for a second there. I was panicking.
Yeah, your camera is off for some reason.
Yep. Could you tell them to invite me again in a second?
Yes, I will.
Like right now. Oh, Jesus Christ, my heart!
What happened? Disconnect or what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Back.
So, I think we're back to our beloved category. Ask us anything, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot, everybody.
I love, by the way, how the Chinese caster are completely talking over each other. Like, both of them are shouting and stuff. See, it makes no sense to me, but whatever. Okay, you're back in the game. That's great. Oh boy. This is so nuts.
All right, second round. So if he goes MK again, I think then it's balls of steel. And
Well,
like, yeah, you go Demon Hunter, whatever.
That's so much mind games going on right now. You can imagine Moon going for a Warden now. So if that's Yumiko's thinking, then he sticks with the Mountain King. If he thinks, okay, Moon is doing this again, I will be going for an Archmage. But if Moon is going for a Warden then he's kind of screwed as well. So it's so crazy. Oh yeah, greatest round. All right.
I think Moon is definitely gonna go Demon. And I think Yumi is gonna go AM this time.
I'd agree, but it would be a nice surprise to see Warden versus Archmage here. So we got some questions here. Do you think Yumiko could have won after Moon lost the Panda?
I think he would have most likely won. I think he would have I think Yumiko should have tried to go for the win towards the end. I think you bait the fight, you bait the avatar, what's it called? The metamorphosis. You wait it out, and I think then he would have won the game. But I don't know, those guys are way better than me. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I think Yumi had a great chance to win the game.
I'd agree. And the game starts, everybody. We see Frostmourne here. It has a socket now. And it looks even more devious than
For some
last.
extra crit damage. Oh crap, man. Yumiko's main. Are you in it?
I'm in, but
There's something important missing. And that's an altar.
What? Barracks first.
This might be like a Beastmaster Tower Rush or something crazy.
Beastmaster might be working. We have seen Naga Tower pushes as well. Versus Night Elf. This will not be a 1 hour game, everybody. This will definitely not be a 1 hour game.
Yumiko, man. I thought he was gonna play it tried and true, but no. He's gonna look inside his box of crazy and pull something out of it. And this time it's gonna be a neutral hero.
Indeed, and that's what sets him apart from TH and Infy. Or, well, at least the TH nowadays. He's not going for crazy strats anymore. He's playing everything with an expansion. Both of them are. Demon Hunter for Moon. The Engine of War is obviously at the Merc Camp. Like you do it in 9.5 out of 10 games. If that's a tower push, that's horrible. I don't see a lumber mill just yet. And I don't see a unit at the
footman's gonna
tavern.
be going.
Archmage.
As faking it though.
True that. Yeah.
That
true.
doesn't make sense to have it that late. He's faking it in case of a scout, I imagine, or he's doing something completely weird, but that would be, completely weird.
No.
He's going towards the Ancient of War creep immediately with Footman and Peasant. He's gonna try to steal the Shadow Priest.
Moon is scouting at the tavern as well. Yeah, Moon is scouting at the tavern. So the faking
A player's forces are under attack.
is not for real. But yeah, what's the what's the first hero? Oh, he saw the scout and he turns away. He is going with the Archmage.
Wait. Is he actually seriously going with a late Archmage? Is he actually
Yes.
seriously doing this?
Yeah. He is.
You gotta be shitting me.
This is
What?
so
I-
weird.
I think I've never, ever seen this before. He did not get the last hit with the Footman, by the way. He's gonna go for an instant expansion with a late Archmage. This means he's gonna be so underleveled for so long.
Ooh.
If the Demon Hunter finds Boots of Speed right here, this is gonna be disastrous.
Okay, let's take a look. Renegade Wizards. What are you dropping for us? What are you dropping for Moon? One more hit, and that's it. Boots of Speed.
No way! You gotta be kidding me. This is a level 2 demon with Boots of Speed against a level 2 Archmage. Where did he get the experience? I guess he stole some last hits.
Must have.
Or a Wisp. Alright, usually he would be level 1 right now. Whew. Lucky break for him, but still, the boots are gonna be an issue.
Oh boy. He sees it now. He sees the Archmage, but yeah, Moon doesn't really know, right? That it was a late Archmage. So he's playing it standard. So he doesn't expect the expansion just yet.
I think he expects the expansion. Yeah, he's going over there right now.
Yeah, because of the movement, most likely. And he is counter-expanding already. Archmage took a lot of hits, boots and staff for him. But he scout it? It's nighttime. I don't think he saw it. But he was scouting with the Footman here, so he sees, okay, there's no expansion here where it's supposed to be. At the Merc shop.
So already it's gonna be way later than last game. And there's definitely a possibility for him to cancel it if Moon goes... Oh, it's down in the bottom left. There it is.
Yeah,
oh, shit,
I
we're
know.
not supposed to ping. Whoops. That was you, that wasn't me. Alright, Moon is going across the map right now with the mercenaries.
He really didn't see it with the Archmage. Now he sees it with the Footman. Okay, can he cancel it? The Footmen are turning around. The Archmage is coming from above. On the other side, we see a Demon Hunter trying to get rid of the tower, but the tower will come through. Lots of repair from Yumi. How many peasants does he get? The expansion for Moon is cancelled for once.
A player's forces are under attack.
The tower is dead as well, with the Merc support here, with the Berserker and the Shadow Priest.
Yep, peasants in trouble right now. This forces Yumi back, and this gives Moon time to counter-expand again. But nicely, Yumiko leaving one Footman behind for the setup counter-expansion. But it seems like Moon might be thinking, alright, this is too late. Maybe he's not going to go for an expansion at all this game.
Yeah, possible. He was trying to go for a lot of expansions in his previous games here. Sometimes that broke his neck.
Ah, and this is, by the way, so cool. This one Footman scouting, if he finds an expo attempt, he has to stab on the Archmage to cancel it immediately.
Indeed.
And now we have a shop in the middle of the map. This certainly looks like talents. I mean, there is a Hunter's Hall in the main base, but that might just be for decorating purposes.
Yeah, of course, Ultravision is always nice. Demon Hunter is hiding here a bit, but yeah, wow. Oh, this is such an amazing Warcraft. Demon Hunter is trying to go for the peasants again. So far he lost like 4, I guess. Demon Hunter is level 2.7. But a good amount of footmen for Yumiko to defend this. There's no defend yet. Would be amazing. Demon Hunter getting closer and closer to level 3. But yeah, that's only a shop. No expansion on the map to be found. Yumiko is still trying to find it, but there is none. And now, can he get a pickup? Can he get the Berserker? Can he get the Shadow Priest? On the other side,
Boots of speed on the Archmage.
Yeah, really paying off. But for the
He's
Demon
stealing
Hunter-
mercenaries from Moon's Merc camp. He's waiting there with one Footman. Now level 3 though for the Demon. Can he carry this game?
Will Moon lose his Berserker? There are boots on both, but the Demon Hunter is applying pressure to the Archmage, so he has to cancel the chase.
Panda second, by the way, for Moon. So, no talents. It's gonna be double Ancients of Lore. Tier 3 started immediately. He really needs those Ancients of Lore to get up. If Yumi cancels those, it's gonna be a disaster.
He did it in game 1, but this time he's forced to stay on his side of the map to get this expo working. There is no tier 2 tech for him yet. The lumber mill is a little late. What can the demon hunter do? What can the panda do? Of course, level 1 panda, not that great at the moment. Oh, he's walking into the surround. There is a step of preservation though. And he's not waiting or trying to fight out what most pros do. He's staffing him out immediately to save the HP, to save the mana.
This is so many footmen. Is this gonna be a tower rush on tier 1? No, it's not.
No, with an expansion, why would you do that? Makes no sense at all.
I can go with like 1,000,000 militia and 1,000,000 towers. We see it a lot with Mountain King, not so much with the Archmage though. Buying some stuff here at the Merchant.
Invis potion, heal scroll, and invul potion. No heal scroll for Moon again. Yumiko's shop control is amazing throughout game 1 and also game 2. Which is basically still game 1.
Well, Archmage is gonna be severely underleveled this game. But of course he's...
I think it's still easy to find level 3. For the Archmage at least. I think it's a little more problematic for the second hero.
Yeah, also the level 2 aura gives you a lot. It's gonna take a long time for him to get there. But yeah, Demon Hunter is level 3, can run around the map and keep the human busy at least somewhat. Panda is creeping up. He's gonna hit level 2 here in just a second. But yeah, no counter expansion attempt. Now, sometimes we see this work from Night. 1 base versus 2. They sit in between the 2 bases, pick off reinforcements, destroy construction buildings with their siege bears. But against Yumiko?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, but we'll see about that. Almost surrounded the Demon Hunter here next to the trees, but he's too fast and got out of there. Tier 2 tech by Yumiko now. He's going for early blacksmith again. So most likely it's gonna be rifleman and no mortars for him.
And he's towering up quite significantly, so he's expecting some base pressure to come with the siege bears.
The scroll of the beast for the panda and almost level 3. He's selling it right away. There's nothing great to purchase at the market square at the moment. Marketplace. And Yumiko seems to be so confused because there's no expansion. He's not creeping with the Archmage like at all. Despite the fact that he has like 1,000,000 footmen. He's not going for green camps. Nothing. He's just scouting and scouting and scouting, stealing mercs here and there.
I think now it's way too late. We are way past the point of no return, so I think he could stop scouting. But it's Yumiko, probably has another masterful idea behind this, why he's doing all of this.
Mana potion and double clarity on the panda, by the way.
Yeah. Seems like he wants to break the space with breaths. He's actually pulling his shop towards the attack. So Yumiko definitely had the right idea, expecting some pressure to come towards his main. There's 2 guard towers and 3 soon. And an MK in production as well. Of course, only gonna be level 1 for a long, long time.
To that, here he comes. But we have Master Bears on the side of Moon, as well as 2 more bears for rejuvenation. He's trying to break. There's plenty of mana and a level 3 panda. That's looking great for Moon. Way better than it was in game 1 or throughout the entire game 1. But the longer the game goes, the better it is, obviously, for Yumiko. He is somewhat stabilizing. His Mountain King is coming. He has a workshop with mortar teams. Double Arcane Sanctum workshops is coming. And there is the counter expansion by Moon, but Yumiko not giving up the scout and scouting it immediately here, canceling it as well.
Oh, he didn't cancel it. It was destroyed. Oh boy. That's expensive. And the Archmage not interested in defending at all. He's gonna counter-attack with his 1,000,000 footmen that we mentioned before and gonna supply block Moon like crazy. And this keep has 2 levels of masonry. Potion of mana use on the panda. But the towers are still alive. Peasants are as well. They might be very hurt.
There's a Stormbolt left. Maybe he can get the Panda, but Moon is positioning him very, very defensively and staffing him out now to fight the Archmage. But yeah, the Moon Wells are gone. The Panda is kind of stuck there. Yumiko is going for the Tree of Eternity. It's 1000 HP though. No expansion left here. Mountain King died, next Breath of Fire, and Yumiko is losing a lot of footmen, so the repair is getting weaker and weaker, but he's losing a bear to the towers, fully committing to this kill.
And he's not getting it. He's not getting it.
Nope.
He has to abandon this.
What a disaster for Moon. He might get a footman here and there with a Dryad slow. Good thing for him, his Tree of Eternity stayed alive as well. But what's it worth if you can't build units forever? He's supply stuck now, the next Moonwell is coming. And that's all the time in the world that Yumiko needs to build a nice caster mortar army.
Getting those towers by Yumiko in the main, so smart, man. Many humans might be going, alright, Nilab is gonna be busy readying his defenses for my 70 supply push, but Yumi is smarter than this. He goes, no, he's gonna be attacking me sooner because he has no chance of, you know, taking it that late. He has to kill me quicker. And that's why these towers, man, they are the MVPs this game. It's certainly not the Archmage, who is still level 2, by the way, in such a long game. But Moon is trying to go for the main once more. But this time, there's only 2 bears here.
There's only 2 bears and there's only 1 remaining Breath of Fire. The shop was killed by Yumiko before. No clarities, no mana potions, no nothing. Riju is working now. The Demon Hunter is at the shop to buy, I don't know what, level 4 on him. Yumiko is going immediately for the counterattack, going for the Tree of Eternity, killing the Wisp, so there's fewer repair. With Sorceress now, I wonder where the first Mortar team is. I miss it somehow. But yeah, he can't break this. Moon cannot break this here, and he might be losing his Tree of Eternity. Town Portal again, or is it just a staff? No, it's a Town Portal, so counter TP by Yumiko. Not losing anything, doing tremendous damage, and keeping his keep alive. This is so good.
And Yumiko is already in upkeep, and his economy is starting to roll. The double sanctums are up, the workshops are up, production is really kicking into high gear right now. He hasn't been able to accumulate too much of a bank, so he can't pump it out in rapid fire mode. But he's gonna have his 70 supply soon. Does he maybe want to wait for more though? Because his heroes are really weak and Moon has been finding so much experience. 4 and almost a half on the Demon, 3.5 on the Panda, soon to be level 4. Yumiko might need a very big army to overcome these heroes.
Moon is staying, of course, in no upkeep. He cannot afford going into upkeep right now because he's down to 1 base and still not having an expansion. Murloc, no ton of experience at this time, but level 3 on the Archmage, level 2 Water Elemental, such high value to the army. Mountain King is still level 1 though, no bash, no nothing. But he's waiting for it. Cutting the trees, so he has it a little easier to attack the turtle here and to creep. Moon is stealing spots on Yumiko's side of the map. We'll get to level 4 with the Panda. Level 2, Drunken Haze.
Alright, what next, Moon? You're gonna try to go for an expansion again, but there would be a gyrocopter there if he attempted it. So no, there's not gonna be any expansion attempt for him. Yumiko, 65 supplies, still does not feel ready. He keeps on creeping the turtles down here. He's gonna hit level 2. MK has it already. Ring of Regen, meh, whatever. Selling it. Most likely, this could be a big one for Moon. He has to rely on his heroes, so getting them as powerful as possible is absolutely crucial.
Ring of Regeneration for Moon as well. Nothing big for him. The tree is almost back to full health. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think Yumiko is moving out with 68. He has a good amount of upgrades, at least he started it. 1-0 on the mortar teams and he's getting the upgrades for the breakers now as well.
Yeah, but again, this is not the usual so dangerous human army. It's the heroes, first of all, aren't that great, and secondly, there's still footmen in here, which are also subpar against the tier 3 and high level heroes that the Night Elf is mustering. But Moon, very patient, stays at 50, getting lots of Moon Wells, getting ready to get up to 80, and obviously all of the healing. Oh, but now Moon might just be caught here in a second.
Once again, Yumiko is completely controlling the shop. He has ivory towers. He's going for the push again. 3 ivories, I think 2 heal scrolls and an invo potion. I think Moon did not get a single item from the shop that is a scroll or a potion for now on this game on Echo Isles. He was about to go for the turtle in the bottom right, but he knows, okay, Yumiko is coming. I have to be ready.
Tome of Experience, by the way, for the Panda gets him to more than 4.5. Level 3 Breath of Fire would do wonders.
Yeah.
Moon trying to reach around. Is he going to try to flank or counterattack? Seems like he's thinking about it. It's going to be a counterattack.
It's gonna be hard for him to break this expansion. 5 towers and a lot of stuff between the army and the actual town hall.
Does the Archmage have Blizzard?
No, must be water elementals. There it is. See?
Look at this, it's 80 supply for Yumi, but it really doesn't look like 80 supply.
Nope. Maybe he has a lot of stuff in the queue at the moment. On the battlefield, that's definitely not 80 supply. But he has a good amount of mortar teams this time. Great damage, area of effect. Oh, it's only 2?
It's only 2,
It's only
so
2.
it's not that much.
I thought I saw more, but might have been another dwarf. There's nothing in the queue here.
Players' forces are under attack.
for Yumi. So this is 80 supply. He's starting the fight, Stormbolt on the demon. But there's no target real here. Usually you attack this position to kill the expansion, but there is none. So Moon can just walk away for now.
But Moon, Yumi, 80 supply, lots of resources. Might he want to expand here
Yeah,
himself?
I
Certainly
hope so.
looks like it. 3 peasants are coming.
I thought the exact same thing. Securing the 3rd gold mine on Echo Isles is definitely a game winner. But he's sending the peons in, and the Demon Hunter is well aware. He just sacrificed them. At least this one, that guy.
And these water elementals might be a bit of a liability, because experience is something we have to keep an eye out for. If both those heroes for Moon hit level 5, they might be able to accomplish some magic. Speaking of Moon, he is heading into upkeep right now. He does not want to give up this position.
Of course, Yumiko wants to fight in a choke like this. For the breakers to block, so the mortar teams are safe behind them. 2-0 upgrades on the mortars, 1-1 on the breakers. For Moon, it's 0-0. But he breaks upkeep now as well. 64 food. The heroes, as you mentioned over and over, looking tremendous. No level 3 Mountain King yet, but 2 heal scrolls. 4 heal scrolls for Yumiko. 4 against 0.
Oh man. Oh man, these heroes for Moon have to work overtime. They have to pull triple and quadruple shifts today if they want to get this win. He's engaging right now. From the south come the ranged units against the towers, and from the north the bears, but not that many bears, to be honest. Panda already dropping low, and the Demon Hunter in a way too forward position, but only level 1 bolt really makes it not that painful. Drunken Ace, Breath of Fire, lots of damage, but again, mass heal scrolls. He's gonna use one right now, not even, he is being very patient. There we go, heal scroll used. And Yumi retreats back into his towers, as we're so used to seeing by now. But he's getting a little bit of experience, but judging from the corpses, only a single footman died.
Yes. It's tremendous. 82 food for Yumiko, 65 for Moon, double staff on the heroes, but apart from that, nothing to save stuff here. Gyrocopters against the Furies, working well, bash on the bear, and he might be able to get this one. No, there's the staff. Will he fight there? Oh, the panda! With a nice concave from the breakers, but Yumiko is driven away at least at some point. But the choke seems to be great for him here. Everything is blocking. The mod teams are super duper safe. The casters are super duper safe. Next heal scroll being used, 2 remaining.
And the bears starting to drop low like game number 1, and now they're starting to fall as well. Finally level 3, immediately mana burn. Nice job by Moon. Level 5 for his Demon Hunter. Now the glaives start to really go to work. Drunken Ace, Breath of Fire again. Panda, a little bit of mana left after this. Level 4 for the Archmage, also a big deal. Heal scroll, next one has been used. This is the second to last one. Mana potion, bolt coming in onto the demon, but the damage not even close to being enough. The heroes survive, but where are the bears? Only a single one remaining, and Moon has to tuck tail and run.
56 food. Yumiko still at 81, but all the heal scrolls have been used. 4 heal scrolls and Moon is still alive, but look at this. If the expansion or the natural expansion of Moon turns into another gathering for Yumiko, he will expand. He will get 3 gold mines versus only 1, and that one is about to expire. 500 gold remaining. Moon has a 60 food army and no items. How are you supposed to spend that gold? But Yumiko is not waiting for it, not letting this game slip here. Staying on the attack. Mountain King is coming back into the fray. Still only 2 mortar teams.
And only 1 heal scroll, by the way. Is Yumiko getting impatient for the first time this game? Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Quite a bit of damage, but the priest seems to be able to deal with it. Does he have... He has Master, by the way. He tech to tier 3 behind all of this. So Inner Fire on the human units.
Inner Fire is so great, man. Helps them against the breath, helps them against... Yeah, for more damage on the mortar teams and everything. How often do we see Inner Fire? Super rarely. Next Breath of Fire is rattling through, but that was the last one. The breaker shots are coming. Staff out. He does have gold for a mana potion though, but will it be worth it? Demon Hunter far away from level 6, an entire level, so that will not help him here at all. Scroll of Protection being used, 4 bears are coming in. The position seems to be great for Yumi, but he forgets Mortar Team back there. Going for the Archmage immediately, summoning him Invis, and Moon is tapping out on Echo Owls. Yumiko takes it after, well, an hour and 23 minutes.
Alright, the Chinese powerhouse, our favorite, does win map number 1. Finally. Took some time, but yeah, he sticks to it. And in 2 completely different games. Game number 1, MK kind of standard. And game number 2, it looked like he wanted to go for a neutral hero and then deciding against it, going for an Archmage, and then instantly expanding under-leveled Archmage for such a long time. But that game, really the scouting made all the difference. The expansions cancelled over and over all the time. Moon not able to keep up with the economy, and he tried to go for that one attack to kill his opponent, but Yumi knew it was coming. So, still, I have to say, Yumi, man, I keep on getting impressed by that guy. Yeah. He's just playing so well.
Not going for the rifles this time. It was the mortar teams in the end, but they were not. They were not the deciding factor here. What a strength of your mind if you go into a game after a draw, you have a plan in your mind to do something spectacular with a tavern hero and most likely a tower push, and then you see, oh damn, he's scouting too good, I cannot do this, have to throw all your plans, go for an immediate expo, your heroes are underleveled the entire game, and still you're able to do it. It's just great. But we have to mention 4 heal scrolls. Moon did not get a single heal scroll throughout the entire game. Remo, I think we have it confirmed. Shop control on Echo Owls is very important.
Yeah, but I think even if there were 2 shops on this map, Moon would not have had the resources this game. Yeah, he was so strapped for cash the entire time. But maybe he would have gotten 1. Maybe an invul that would have helped him. But yeah, the economy. Economy won it for Yumiko this game.
Next game is gonna be Ancient Arts, by the way. We see some highlights of this game. We saw the expansion being cancelled. We saw Moon trying his best to harass, but Yumiko with a lot of footmen. That seems to be a new thing in Yumiko's game, by the way. And I bet we will see it on Ancient Arts as well. Creeping with 9 militia. Committing to 10 footmen or whatever. To have a super safe early game. And it totally paid off here on Echo Owls.
Yeah, I also saw Infy and TH going into those mass footmen in the early game and mid-game stages, and oftentimes also getting the Scroll of Protection, which we also saw once this game, but very late. So the humans from China, they seem to be finding a little bit here and there to adapt their playstyle. Mass footmen, Scrolls of Protection. And yeah, I imagine it's going to be the same, again, as you said, on Ancient Isles. But humans usually complain about this map, and this is also where we saw... Oh, when was it? It was NWL It was Lawlight versus Yumiko, exactly. I casted that game, and that was one of the maps where Yumiko lost. He played his fast expansion style, but Lawlight kept on with the pressure. This was pretty much the same game like we saw in Echo Isles. One base, tier 3, very quick, panda, and aggression, aggression, aggression all the time. But he attacked the expansion. Of course, on Ancient Isles, the Expo is way closer to your main than it is on Echo Isles. So maybe Moon gonna try to go for this again, but I mean, it didn't really work out here on Echo on game number 1/2.
True that. Yeah, I'm really surprised at what these players show us now. There was so many mind games going on. There was tactical back and forth. There was outsmarting, outscouting. We had it all. We had it all in 1 hour and 30 minutes already. So what's gonna be next? I'm really, really, really surprised or curious what they're gonna show us here. Moon trying to go for the base race. We see it here. Yumiko countering it, not defending. That was also a smart move. Against the Master Bears, you cannot win this fight even with the 10 footman, I guess. Also with the level 3 panda, no chance. So all the correct choices for the Chinese.
Yeah. And there we saw one of the rare mistakes. When the panda was staffed into the main, he could have actually surrounded him, but he was dealing with so many things at the same time. So yeah, Yumi man playing pretty damn close to perfect. This guy, not just how good he is playing impresses me, but also how consistent. It's been such a long time since last I saw a, not even bad game, but just slightly subpar game from him.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
How warm is it in your room, by the way? You got the lights on again?
Yeah, sure.
It's really humid here in Mainz, man. It's
really, it's super hot in Hamburg here today.
It's raining all the time. It's storming all the time. It's extremely humid. I know we got a weird summer this year in Germany.
Yeah, there are big storms in southern Germany, I guess, at the moment. I saw a tweet from a guy who said, well, I don't want to complain about the weather, but I saw an old man gathering all sorts of different animals and running to the river. Of course, referring to Noah, if you're not that...
Neo, you don't have to mention that. We have smart viewers. They get that immediately.
We do have smart viewers, that's true. Like 3 of them.
Since when do you go off on our community?
I don't know. I'm just in the mood.
All right. Game number 2 is starting, so you don't have to put up with any more of our silliness, but instead can watch some amazing Warcraft. Yumiko is up 1-0 against the living legend Moon. Many of you expected Moon to be doing well here, or maybe just wanted him to be doing well anyways. The fan polls went in his favor. But now, the Korean All-Star is facing, not elimination, but he's facing dropping down into the lower bracket. This is, of course, upper bracket round 1 of GCS Season 2. We have had, interestingly enough, 2 games, but only one of them led to a result, because the first one was actually a draw. If you missed it, you have to catch up on that. It was a crazy game. Now, Ancient Isles historically seems to be not that great for humans. Is this gonna be Moon's chance to take it back and even out the series?
It is definitely his chance. We saw at WCA how great this map can be for Night Elves. This is gonna be a Demon Hunter. This is no Warden map like Torina Stand. But this is a great chance for immolation. We saw Lawlight making it happen against Yumiko, against Infy, against TH on Secret Valley and Ancient Isles. But I think, Yumiko is pulling the creeps towards Moon's Ancient of War. Can he deal enough damage? Moon tried to steal the aggro, but it doesn't work. Only for the Trapper. The Magi is still attacking it. This is horrible.
Oh god. Oh Jesus.
They kill it. The Mauler and the Maggie. M&M.
Wait. The Wisp here to save the day, but the Peasant can pull them again. Oh.
He has to. It's so close. Yeah, he pulls them again, and he pulls all of them again. He can repair now, but heavy losses for Moon, and he doesn't even cancel it! Jesus, Maria and Joseph.
Oh, disaster.
This is a nightmare for the 5th race.
Absolutely is. Oh god. This Demon Hunter is gonna be so weak this game. Question is, what does Yumiko want to do? He has a lot of options. Tower Rush against the level 1 Demon Hunter, sounds good. Fast Expansion against the level 1 Demon Hunter, sounds good. Map Control against the level 1 Demon Hunter, sounds good. So, all the cards are in his hands right now.
He's pulling Militia immediately. Only 5 of them, he knows. There's no way that he can kill my expansion. Okay, he's going for the Magi first, giving Moon some time to get back. But without an Engine of War, his creeping is gonna be so late. He will not have the archers to pull up the pressure against upcoming towers. He has to rely on the strength of his Demon Hunter completely until he hits tier 3, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, Dryads are gonna be a big X factor as well with the Abolish Magic, but I mean, it's way too early to tell. Yumiko is gonna dictate where this game goes. Does he have a plan in mind, or is he still thinking about it? Sends the peasants back home. Gets more and more.
Yeah.
Tower Rush, question mark.
Nah, he's gonna expand.
Expansion.
He's gonna expand. He's gonna creep with 8 footmen. Because it's a very hard creep spot and very far away, so he needs, or he feels secure with more militia. It's kinda... He plays it absolutely normal. As if this Engine of War kill never happens.
And it's pretty cool. Because as we saw last game, the heroes really have to carry. And the Demon Hunter had the opposite of a good start. He had a horrendous start this game.
He's so desperate for experience that he hunts the Water Elemental now that Yumiko sends away and saves now. So every experience point counts. We have level 2 on the Archmage. We have 0 experience points on the first hero of the Night Elf. And there we see the Militia call, and the direction is clear. Only one direction. Into the west, onto the expansion. But Moon is ready. Have we seen Mana Burn yet?
Nope, not a single skill has been used. But I think committing to Immolation is a bad idea because he's really squishy. He only has 400 hit points. Or does he have to hope to go for such a Hail Mary right here? We're gonna see it. No, it's the Mana Burn.
Okay. He still thinks he can do it with a normal game. First experience for the Demon. Yumiko trying to surround him, now surrounding the Null Overseer. Of course, to get the experience onto his Archmage. It will be close to level 3. He's blocking with so many units, so much space. He's trying to run around in circles, but the last hit is going to the Archmage. And he finds the Ring of Protection plus 3. Not that great. Demon Hunter lost a lot of HP, obviously.
Alright, Expo's gonna be coming up, and it's gonna be coming up safe. By the way, this was 10 peasants. No, actually, I can't count. It's 9 peasants, so making extra sure. Panda coming out second, but does he really want to pressure this right now? He has a level 1 demon still, only, obviously. No boots of speed. Archmage, though, only level 3 for the time being. And he's gonna stay passive. He's not gonna go out to creep. He's not gonna be greedy. He's gonna defend his Expo, because as long as this stays alive, this is his win condition.
Of course, it is once again the tale of fast tech versus expansion and Night Elf versus human. But Yumiko, as you mentioned before in, I think between the first game, sounds so weird, that Yumiko is the king of staying alive. Doesn't matter how desperate the times look for him, especially against Undead. And yeah, this might be the case here as well. If there's early bears, if he doesn't give him the time to get enough towers up, if he delays kind of attack, I don't know. There is a chance for Moon for sure to hit him with a bear push.
And again, Yumiko really prioritizing scouting. Footman scouting for an expansion, Water Elemental scouting for an expansion, seeing there's nothing there, and now interestingly leaving his Expo, but actually leaving behind 3 of his footmen. The hurt ones, however, so they will be dying probably and will be giving some experience over, but he's gonna harass at the same time. Almost level 3 Archmage. What can the 2 Night Elf heroes do here by themselves? It has to be a lot.
The Panda is completely out of mana thanks to the Arcane Tower. No more Breath of Fire. A lot of units are hurt though. There is no shop at the moment for Yumiko at his expansion. So the heroes continue to do the right clicks. Yumiko is not so sure of what to do. He's calling Mass Militia now again. Still no level 3 on the Archmage. Demon Hunter gets another kill on a peasant, slowing down the human for now. But here comes the police, as Todd likes to call them. And they will make sure that these troublemakers are going to be arrested.
Yeah, rare mistake here from Yumiko. He's running towards the Knight of Main, and I was wondering what he wanted to accomplish right there. And in the end, it turned out he accomplished nothing. So he lost a few more peasants than was necessary. We see 5 corpses, I think, maybe 6 in the expansion by Yumiko. And that is a decent chunk of economic damage. Something that I don't think should have happened, honestly. So Yumiko making a slight mistake here, maybe, in the early game, and Moon going in again. This is looking exactly like the game from Lawliot versus Yumiko back then in NWL. But of course, there, the Agent of War didn't die. There, the Demon Hunter was level 2 already. There, the heroes were way more dangerous. But now Dryads are here as well.
Yeah, they of course, with only level 1, there's no evasion, 50% damage that he takes now that he would have taken otherwise. But the Archmage, the pressure on the Demon Hunter is great by Yumiko. Staff out on the Demon. Still only 1 Breath of Fire on the Panda and only level 1.
Alright, now we have Bears. Here comes the redraw for the Demon Hunter. He has the Orb of Venom, but that's all he has. The TP has been used before. There's the staff on the Panda. But with this kind of harassment, you usually really have to rely on your hero prowess. But where is that this game? Tier 2, though, for Yumiko is really late. These peasants actually cost him the losses of these peasants.
The
So,
oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you there.
no, it's okay. So, if a big army is coming for Yumiko, it's going to take a little time. But Yumiko is sealing off his expansion with Blacksmith, with the farm. It's going to be very tough for Moon to get in there.
Whew, yeah, the Archmage was kind of exposed, so he lost a lot of HP. There's still no shop for the human. He cannot heal up at the moment. He does not have a Shadow Priest. He has nothing so far. Might this be the chance for Moon? He's creeping up now with Rejuvenation, of course. Super duper easy to get this red spot here. What's the item? Mana Stone would of course be the dream, but it is Book of the Dead. And we saw that working, doing some magic as long as there's no Dispel. And tier 2 priests are so far away.
Yeah, I think that's actually a really good item. The problem with this item is, though, he is most likely going to have to commit attacking a base. And popping the book inside the base, I don't know if that's going to be possible. Archmage scouting the Night Elf again, being slowed again, but Boots of Speed should definitely keep him alive. A little bit of free experience here with the Water Elementals given towards Moon. Very nice of him. He knows how hard of a time he had early on, but alright, actually leaves it alone. What's Moon's game plan here? He doesn't have the heroes he had on map number 1, where he was stuck in the same position and still couldn't make it work.
Master upgrade for the bears is done. He has 4-5 bears now. 48 food very, very early on in this game. Panda is getting closer to level 3. He has a mana potion. Yumiko is scouting this. He sees, alright, my opponent has a lot. Am I prepared enough? And at that point, I kind of start to doubt it. But there's tier 2 for Yumiko as well. Arcane Sanctum, Masonry upgrade. And the second Arcane Sanctum is coming. Archmage has level 3, that's all he wants for now. Scroll of Healing this time for Moon.
Oh, Zeppelin! Zeppelin has to be the answer for Moon. But there's lots of guard towers. Is this gonna work?
Yeah, there's not much space to drop in. And there's a lot of towers in the main base as well. So sometimes you see the humans, they fortify their expansion so hard. Book of the Dead being used now. And forget about the main base. Not Yumiko here. He is prepared at both gold mines. Book of the Dead not doing too much. The Arcane Tower is doing great work. Panda and Bears are coming in though. Demon Hunter is kind of hurt already, but that seems to be the best timing for Moon to start an attack like that. The Zeppelin is down though. There is no town portal. There's no town portal.
Complete all-in. Complete and utter all-in. Can he fight through all the towers? The bears, for the time being, still standing strong. Yumiko's tier 2 delayed so much, his units so late. So I guess all the towers are gonna fall. And Moon actually makes it happen with a Zeppelin drop.
Wow, what a decision to make. So hard. All towers are gone now. Yumiko stole the second Zeppelin here, so Moon cannot get out. But he has the Op of Venom. Maybe he can get rid of it. 5 bears still alive. And all that Yumi has at the moment is a few footmen and his Archmage level 3. The peasants are all gone. Oh, he's dropping the Shredder in to get a kill on the bear here, but there's the staff saving that hurt one. And he's actually killing the expansion. What a comeback by the greatest player of all time.
Man, the Zeppelin, I wasn't thinking about it. But of course Moon thinks about it. Zeppelin, one of the units that brought him to fame. We all remember, Tyranna's stand. And yeah, this expo is gone. I was thinking maybe tier 2 units are gonna be coming in time, but nope, no chance in hell. They're gonna be way too late. Yumiko's tech was so delayed this game. And this expo is gonna fall. He finds a way. He's back in this game.
It's amazing. Absolutely amazing performance by Moon. Coming back from an utter blow like this, losing the engine of war in the early game. And yeah, now there's no blacksmith anymore. And there is a workshop, so he got that down. Yumiko still has 1,300 gold. He is heavily lacking lumber though. So he can't really shoot from all guns and can't really get the army that he desires at the moment.
Has gotten the Shredder though, so this should be dealt with, this issue, momentarily. But where does he go from here? Now Yumiko, we said before, the master of staying alive, the master of staying in game. So he probably has a plan inside his head right now. Alright, I need to do this, and that, and that, and then I can win. And this seems to be the answer for him as well. Zeppelin in the middle of the map, but the Dryads see it, by the way, thanks to Ultra Vision. Otherwise they would not have seen this during nighttime. Oh, Moon catching a lucky break here. There's a mortar team in this Zeppelin as well. Quite a bit of damage possibly to come out. But with this having been scouted, Moon should be feeling pretty safe.
Yeah, and he's buying some time because Moon is expanding at the 9 o'clock position himself. Of course, this is another signature move of the 5th race. Expanding whenever you get the chance, and this is the best timing to do so if it's not scouted. The games prior, it was Yumiko's strength to scout every single move of Moon, to scout every single expansion, to scout every sneaky tactics that he wants to come up with. This game, not so much.
And I think now the Korean firmly in the driver's seat. How one Zeppelin drop can just turn it around. It's actually crazy. Even getting a Shredder now himself. Seems like he's getting ready for the late game, for the macro. But I don't think Yumi wants to take it there. He is going into upkeep already. MK second coming out so late. Jesus Christ, so late. And the Panda though. The Panda's gonna be level 5 very soon.
Yeah.
The pain is coming in.
True that, Wind of the Wind, Stormy Time is coming up at Ancient Isles. And yeah, I think you don't want to waste a Dispel for that. So nice disable on the side of Moon 3 times if he's not selling it and trade it for a heal scroll or whatever. Got 2 available. Oh, he keeps it for now at least. Getting the shop, and it is... I can't see the item at the moment, but we'll see about it. Level 5. He found level 5 so quick. Watch Awards it is. Moon is creeping really fast. Prioritizing the Panda, obviously. Demon Hunter only level 4. But nice inventory for him. Plus 11 damage and healing and Invo Potion. But yeah, Yumiko is up at 70. Can he afford this army 1 base? That's the question. Reprisal made it work. But he's the only human who is able to do that.
But he doesn't have the reprisal army just yet. He doesn't have mass casters and mass mortars. He still has breakers, he still has footmen. And I think the most important thing, he has no expo anymore, so not massive amounts of gold income for heal scrolls. And those will be detrimental against this Panda, who, by the way, just found a pendant of energy Is this focus or what? This is looking phenomenal now for Moon. He has the Expo in a second to back up his fantastic stance in this game, and he has already broken upkeep, which I think is a very good idea. He's getting Fairy Dragons as well against possible Mass Casters, and the Demon will be level 5 soon as well.
And the expansion is up, not to mention that. And the item here, Rune Bracers, great against the Stormbolt, obviously. So he's basically prepared for everything that Yumiko might throw at him.
Tier 3.
Yeah, Tier 3. He's rebuilding the blacksmith.
Fragmentation shards. So these mortar teams are gonna do crazy DPS. But the heroes are actually laughably bad in comparison. We have level 3 and 1 against almost double level 5.
He made it work on Echo Owls with low-level heroes against high-level, but that was an entire different scenario because he had an expansion against no expansion from Moon. Now it's the other way around. 0 upgrades on the mortars, of course. The blacksmith has been gone for quite some time.
Forces are under attack.
Moon now may be making a bit of a mistake. I feel like he's giving Yumiko more space than he should be giving him. But at the same time, he sees this massive army and he's a little bit afraid. He's still sitting at... Well, now it's 69, but he didn't start to break too soon. And it seems like now he's feeling confident. Now he wants to go in, wants to attack. Doesn't want to give more experience over to Yumi. But I mean, most of it is gone anyways. Ancient Isle's fairly small map.
Field Scroll was bought by the Demon Hunter. Mountain King wanted to get one, got one. But yeah, 2 Field Scrolls on this side of the human. How much does he have? 1. Where's the panda? There he is. Okay, 2 heal scrolls versus 2 heal scrolls. Oh boy, 70 food for Moon. We have 76 for Yumiko. No level 4 on the Archmage yet. No Brilliance Orb, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mortar teams. 7 mortar teams, excuse me.
Is he gonna try to snipe some trees of eternity, possibly? First he's gonna cut his way into the tree line. Would of course be a perfect position for him.
Moon is coming though. He scouted it, I guess, with his Watcher Ward next to the house in the middle of Ancient Isles. The position is indeed amazing, but can he block it for a long time? I'm not so sure.
He doesn't have fragmentation shards yet. By the way, the Zeppelin in trouble. The Hippogriff is, however, slowed. This is the perfect position. This is the best position you've ever seen. But the Panda is coming in. Drunken Haze. Where is the Breath of Fire? There it is. Holy crap. He has to use the Scroll of Healing. Oh my god. Everything almost died instantaneously there. Just barely keeping it alive.
Yeah, sneaky Yumi wanted to go for a hidden attack. Of course, this would have taken a lot of time, and Moon Scouting was superior to the attack of Yumi. But Moon is down in the south. The expansion is far back in the east. Can he kill it? I think he can. 0 upgrades on the mortars, 7 of them.
Town is under siege.
But he's aware an attack is coming. The Hippo is scouting this.
Oh, but it's gonna take some time. He doesn't have a TP to get into position. By the way, Chimeras are coming soon. But I think this Expo is gone. Is he focusing it? No, he's not. He's going towards the Dryads. Is this the right decision?
He has a bad position to go for the tree, I guess, but now he has a bad position overall. He's focusing the expansion. He has to do it. Second heal scroll being used. Town Portal out. Will the damage be enough? One more volley of the mortars. They're coming! And they kill it!
Alright.
Back to 1 base.
But twin-headed dragons inbound.
But the question is for how long? The question is for how long, because the gold mines are about to expire. Only 1,000 gold remaining. Double Chimroos, double Chim is coming. 73 food, and Moon is supply stock here. So these will be the only 2 Chims. What's the anti-air of Yumiko? Ridiculously nothing. Basically, I don't know. He has basically only the mortar teams.
Yeah.
GG. 1-1.
I think he just flared the Chimeras and was like, alright, that's it. Goodbye.
Yeah, most likely. Chinese caster saying this. We see the tap out of Yumi and 2 great players are going into a third and deciding map number 3. 2 hours, 10 minutes for this series. And what a comeback by Moon. What a comeback by Moon.
Yeah, I think Yumi was totally caught off guard by that Zeppelin. That Expo, it looked pretty sturdy, you know? It had 4 guard towers, 1 arcane tower. Actually, the footmen were parked in between the guard towers, so maybe he was thinking about the possibility of a drop. But yeah, Master Bears and level 3 Panda, with a mana potion, footmen and 5 towers are not enough against that. So pretty cool by Moon. If he doesn't do that right there, if he doesn't break the Expo, he most likely loses. So cool that Moon also has this eye for the win.
Yeah, and he's getting better and better and better at stuff like this. He rebuilt the friendship with the Zeppelin, I guess. And so, yeah, that is shades of the old legend. But we have to mention, Ancient Isles was, together with Secret Valley, I guess, the worst map for Yumiko.
Yeah, that's true, historically. But also, Yumiko playing this so well, especially the Ancient of War cancel. But then knowing, alright, there's no Ancient of War, so there's not going to be an Archer. And there's going to be a level 1 Demon without items and going to be level 1 forever. Then why does he take 9 Peasants to creep his natural? I think that was a bit of an overkill. That delayed his lumber income by so much. Then later on he lost like 5 or 6 Peasants in the harass, which we just saw there in the highlights, which was also a mistake. So in the end, not having enough lumber, I think, probably cost Yumi the game. Because if he has more lumber, he attacks quicklier, he has tier 2 units quicklier, and then maybe he defends against the bear drop.
A lot of ifs and whens, but I guess you're right. But this 9 peasant expansion thing, I think you have to do it on a map like this.
I don't think so. Not in this position. Against a level 1 demon and only a level 1 demon, I don't think you do. I think it's kind of, the standard stuff. Usually the demon hunter is level 2 by then, and then you want to be safe, you want to have 9 peasants, so, definitely the expo comes up. But the game was different, It was a level 1 demon.
Maybe it was the mistake to go for the expansion after all, and not go for a tower push. But it doesn't really matter if you pull 5 peasants or 9 when you lose the expansion in the end.
Yeah, but I don't think he would have lost the expansion even with 4 peasants. Against a level 1 demon, I really don't see it.
Okay.
But maybe there is a big risk, a risk he didn't want to take, so maybe it was the right decision. But yeah, I think the thing to focus on here is not what Yumi may have done wrong, but Moon's decision.
Yeah.
The Zeppelin, it's just a little word, Zeppelin, but it made all the difference.
True. We have, by the way, 1,700 viewers here on this channel on a Monday in the middle of the day. That is absolutely gorgeous. And we have a huge donation. It's 2 hours ago. Sorry that I mentioned it so late, but there was so much stuff going on. Black Magic, $50. Reaching our goal instantaneously. Love what you're doing. Greetings from readmore.de. Of course, a huge shout out to Readmore as well. Supporting Warcraft since the very early stages and never let it drop.
Yeah, man, thank you very much. That's a huge donation. Holy Jesus. That is very much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the games. We certainly are. Game number 1, a crazy one, and now we're going to have a decider. So this series is certainly fulfilling our dreams so far.
Oh, that is right. We have the map. It's going to be Amazonia.
Smallest map in the map pool. Pretty tough to creep. We have seen some immolation magic happen, but usually it doesn't work against the Chinese humans.
Nah, they kind of know how to creep it. But still, I feel it's a 50-50 map. We saw immolation magic working, despite the fact that they adapted to their creeping, the humans did. I think even in GCS this year already. I'm not so sure. But what if the expansion comes through?
I'm trying to think right now. Does Yumiko oftentimes play without an expo against Elf? Not really, right?
Nah. That's not possible.
I think it's going to be an expansion game again. And Yumiko, man, he has prioritized scouting so much. So I think the expo, if Moon goes for it, is going to have a tough time staying alive. But Yumiko really has to watch his resources, his macro, because if he doesn't get his tier 2 on the road quickly, we just saw how Moon can punish this with Master Bears early on.
Yes, indeed. It was a very fast tag by Moon. If he does it again here, gonna be hard. Quick commercial break in China. We have all streams combined here. Back to Warcraft, Hawk and Indra and Frenzy. More than 4,000 viewers watching this. I can only imagine how many people are watching in China right now in prime time.
Yeah, man. Warcraft coming back. So cool to see.
And of course, the next match is Foggy versus Infy. It was supposed to start 15 minutes ago, but we had a draw here today in game 1, so that's kind of delayed. If you have some time now, go to tft.w3arena.net. There's an article, Foggy, the Eye of the Tiger. It's an amazing piece by Ugrilainen once again, who followed Foggy for 3 days in Shanghai last week. Unfortunately, he's not here yet because, of course, he has to work. He has a family, so he couldn't stay for much longer. But it's an amazing insight on one of the coolest and nicest players we have in Europe, on Foggy, and his first offline event. And yeah, I hope he can do great again. Last week he said, ready to beat them all. Today it's gonna be Infy. We're about to see that.
And if he defeats Infy, he's going to be waiting for the winner of this match, Yumiko Moon. We're still in the short break here for Chinese television. Yeah, we are drawn at 1-1 and going to have the decider on Amazonia. I think Yumiko is going to be really paranoid about Zeppelins this game.
Oh yes. Amazonia is really known for special Zeppelin play. Especially, of course, if Lawliot does his tricks, but... let's see. Is Moon aware? I think he really is.
It also helps the map is small. I mean, going from your Goblin Lab to your opponent's Expo is further away than it is on Ancient Isles. You could also try to get the Zeppelin from your opponent's lab, but that's very unlikely. I think there's going to be a farm there, and Yumi will steal that. So I guess the Zeppelin is further away, but that might just be, one of the aces up your sleeve. You can pull that once, but it might not work again.
Okay, we are back in the studio in Shanghai. A little late, but high noon here. Moon, Yumiko, game 3 on AZ. Whew, this is exciting, man. This is really exciting. I would love both players to advance into the winner bracket semifinal. Both would deserve it. Both have shown us incredible Warcraft. And you hear the chains. You see Frostmourne, you see the Frozen Throne. And that shows you it's about to start.
All right. So, this being Amazonia, the heroes are pretty much set in stone. It's gonna be Archmage versus Demon Hunter. Or is someone gonna be pulling another rabbit out of the hat?
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, me neither. But it would be cool.
It would be cool.
Immediate militia scout again, by the way, hoping to get the Ancient of War once more.
Yeah, it's not that easy here on AZ, I guess, because the damage is not that high compared to... Oh, look at Moon adapting. Building it further away compared to Ancient Isles. But can you pull both camps? Is it possible?
I don't think so.
Me neither. Yeah. But Moon's base build is really weird.
Yeah, a little bit far forward with the altar. Alright, the Wisp, you see that immediately reacting. He was expecting this. He's like, yeah, not this time, bro. Not this time.
Yep. Getting the aggro off the bandits and the wizard as well. So he's just there, building a farm, getting some scout information.
A town is under siege.
So no fast altar or shenanigans like that. No tavern hero. This is gonna be an archmage and this is gonna be a demon hunter. Very, very standard. But of course, there's so much at stake that you don't pull crazy stuff out of your head. You played.
Yeah, this was Lolliot. Maybe it was gonna be a warden, but
on AZ? Nah, I don't think so.
I've seen it before from Lolliot. Like the 2 weeks when he was just wrecking everybody. When the warden was always level 5 before the human was like at 50. It was crazy. But he's been getting more cautious as well. He's been playing more demon hunter as well.
All right. It would be amazing if Yumiko is not going for the expansion. If he tries to play like Hawk. I think we all read the interview with Yumiko and WFZ and they both agreed that Hawk is the #1 player in Europe. Maybe this will change after Foggy's performance today, but so far they're both the same opinion that... Whoa, Lightning Shield almost killing the Renegade, man!
I was getting nervous as well. But
so, yeah?
He gets it. It's all right.
So Hawk was for a long time trying to go for a rifle push here, but I think every high-level human agrees that rifle pushes do not work anymore. Now, since the humans have figured out how to creep the natural at Amazonia, this will be the way to go. Even if it's hard, it's not impossible, and it's not as hard as it was like half a year ago, and it's not as hard as it is on Ancient House.
Man, look at this extreme high-level play. Yumiko has one footman in the top left, expecting there to be a wisp there to detonate against him creeping the natural. It's just the small moves, you know. And on the other side, there's a peasant scouting for the pull of the mercs to get the Shadow Priest. This is just...
They know it all.
Yumiko, man. Either he has a giant playbook or he has a giant brain. Maybe he has both.
Yeah, there's not too much replays of Moon recently. He played a few tournaments, but not that many. But of course, you can analyze if you get your hands on those replays and VODs and whatever. Of course, replays always superior to VODs. So, Moon is showing presence. Moon is showing presence very early. He knows what's going on. The Wisp is gone, though. Oh no, there's one more here, but he will be caught. And he needs that Wisp to detonate the Water Elemental. So Moon is pulling another one.
Players' forces are under attack.
And I think now it's too late for an expo, right?
It is really late, and he's...
Yes, stop peasant production in between as well. And he's getting another farm. This certainly is weird for an expo. And yeah, he's gonna go for the merchant, not for the expo. So... Yumi seems like he's going to be playing one base.
He's doing something really weird. Yeah, he is creeping the merchant, right? No, he's going for the base. He's going for the base.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He faked the tech. He aborted it. Now, there is a lumber mill.
Lumber mill is coming, yeah.
Wow. All-in attack on Yumiko on map number 3.
He will have 4 archers and a Shadow Priest though, and a level 2 Demon Hunter. Can Yumi fight through this? Lots of peasants, lots of footmen, but already Ancients of War, Ancients of Wonders coming up. Moon, if he defends this, he's in a great position.
Indeed. The Shadow Priest will do an amazing job. The Wisp pull before was worth a lot of money. The lumber mill is quite late, I feel. Oh! Something was
he wanted to get the shredder with the peasant, but the peasant was killed, and now Moon has the shredder and immolation.
Indeed, area of effect damage from the Demon Hunter combined with the right clicks. No immolation, no evasion though, makes him a little more vulnerable to attacks. But so far, the push didn't do anything. Now the towers are coming up, not power building 4 towers at the same time. Moon is losing a lot of wisps here, but he got the shredder, good damage, and of course good ability to harvest lumber. Another footman down. Yumiko down to 32.
And this shredder is actually making such a massive difference. if Yumi had that one. These archers would be fodder, but this way he is killing one footman after the other. Level 3 on the Demon Hunter already. So this Archmage will not have many elementals. Now it's going towards the towers and still so much piercing damage alive. This looks like a hold, and yes it is! GG comes out in the shortest game this series, and the living legend, the Korean, does take it. Defeats Yumiko in the GCS.
5 minutes and 55 seconds, and what a disappointment for Yumiko. We see Moon. I think this is his happy face. What a series. What a series. Almost 2.5 hours for a best of 3. Yeah, that is definitely a happy Moon. This was not to be expected, I guess.
Alright, so I guess the fanboys out there were right after all. Moon taking it in what a series, though.
Yeah.
In what a crazy series.
We doubted him. We doubted him. But GCS seems to be a great tournament for him. GCS Season 1, he made it to the 4th place unexpectedly. He surprised everyone with his performance there. And once again, he reigned supreme over maybe the best human at the moment, Yumiko. And now it's Foggy's turn to turn on Infy, but yeah, wow. Wow. One of the best series in quite a while.
And now, going back to game number 1, is Yumiko gonna be thinking, damn, I should not have given the regame. Maybe I should have tried to go
thought
for
the exact same thing. Should I be going for the Tree of Eternity? Could I have won that with the Avatar? Just go for the final building? I guess he will think about it a lot.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too confident. Maybe thinking, alright, whatever, we can have a regame. I can win again and again. Nope, he was wrong. As he is being dropped down to the lower bracket by the hands of Moon. And yeah, Moon is waiting now in the next round, and he's going to be facing the opponent of our next best of 3 that is coming up. The one that many, including myself, are most excited about. Infy versus Foggy. The Chinese human slayer. Or, well, he's not slaying humans, he is a slayer. That is human. And that's, of course, Infy. One of the most accomplished Warcraft 3 players of all time. The only Warcraft 3 player that is still contracted by a big team, Vici Gaming. And he's going up against our hope, against the foreign hope, against Foggy from the Ukraine. And we're going to have the same matchup, but probably very different games.
Yes, Harry Potter, Foggy Balboa. He was making his biggest game of his career. In a few minutes, we're going into a small commercial break. We'll be right back here with the second winner bracket quarterfinal. Head back to Warcraft. Get your meal ready, I guess. Get some drinks and prepare for a great series.